It's high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Join us all winter long as we feature live San Juan and Monticello basketball. Now, without further delay, we send you courtside for tonight's action. Welcome to high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Red Sifford welcoming you live to the Montezuma Cortez High School Gymnasium. It is the first time I've been here in a number of years. I have been here before. This is the new gym. I've also broadcasted in the old gym at the previous Montezuma Cortez High School. So this is an exciting opportunity, and we get another opportunity tonight that we're not normally going to have. The San Juan girls and boys are both in the same location on the same night here this evening, and so we're going to have a doubleheader of San Juan High School basketball on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. In addition to that, over on StreamUtah.Live tonight, David Boyle is going to be doing the honors on the Monticello girls, hosting the Dolores Lady Bears tonight in Monticello. So in reality, it's a triple header this evening of high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. I believe that Monticello game is going to tip tonight at 7, so be sure and check that out. For sure, you're going to want to keep it here as both the girls and the boys take on the Montezuma Cortez Panthers here this evening in Cortez. And as we open up the high school hoops pregame show, we do welcome you in. We're glad you've joined us. And we are going to take a look real quick at the Montezuma Cortez girls on the first segment of our pregame show. And they've got a missing opponent. I'm not sure who they played on December 1st, but it's been about 10 days since they played. It looks like the last game was Navajo Prep on the 2nd of December, so they've had a couple weeks off for some reason. Either that or the scores haven't been reported, but this Lady Panthers team comes in to this game tonight with a 1-2 record according to Max Preps, the only win over an unlisted varsity opponent on December 1st. I think that was at the Jerry Richardson Memorial, and so that was down at Shiprock, and so I'm not sure who they played, but they did lose to Monument Valley in the first day of that tournament, 48-42, and so we're very familiar with Monument Valley. And then I'm not sure who they played, but they won 75-25. So that was a bit of a whipping there, a 50-point win against whoever they played on the second day of the Jerry Richardson Memorial. And then the third game, they lost to Navajo Prep 64-31. So at least according to Max Preps, the only action that these girls have seen coming into this game with San Juan tonight was at the Jerry Richardson Memorial. And so no other regular season games to this point, again, according to Max Preps. And let's take a look at these girls stat-wise. And the leading scorer is senior guard Savannah Hazelroth. And I hope I'm not going to butcher the names too bad tonight, but she is averaging almost 14 points per game. She's the only Lady Panther who's in double-digit scoring so far this year, 41 points in Montezuma Cortez's first 3 games of the season. Right behind her is number 1, the junior guard, Taylor Whitted, and she's averaging almost 9 points per game with the 26 total she has in the first 3 games. And then you have number 30, Markilla Jones, 5'7" senior forward, averaging 6 points per game with 18 total in those first 3 games. Then it's Soraya Begay, averaging 5.3 points per game with 16 on the season so far. And finally, just rounding out the top 5 here, Soraya Jackson is a sophomore guard listed at 5'4", and she has 12 points so far in the season, so obviously averaging 4 points per game for her. Then let's take a look at 3-point baskets, and it's 4 girls who have 2 each, so they really spread it around so far. Hazelroth, Whitted, Begay. Oh, there's another Begay in there. So you've got Mila Begay, and also Soraya Begay with 2. And then that's it. That rounds out the 4 girls who have the 2 3-point baskets. Rebounding-wise, it's really Markilla Jones getting it done underneath the basket for the Lady Panthers. She has 34 total rebounds on the season, so that's over 11 per game. And then the senior, Savannah Hazelroth, who really seems to be probably the main leader of this team, has 20 rebounds on the year. And then you've got a girl I haven't mentioned, Case Tom, a senior forward, has 10 rebounds on the year, and those are all the girls who are in double-digit rebounding through the first 3 games, just the top 3 right there. So that's a real quick look at the Montezuma Cortez Lady Panthers as we get set to go. This is my first girls broadcast in probably almost a year. I do believe I filled in for David Boyle last season, and we went down and covered the Whitehorse Monticello game. That was the only girls basketball that I saw last year. Of course, with my duties covering the San Juan Broncos, I don't know why they're so committed to this, but the girls and boys are rarely in the same building on the same night. They're typically, at least last year, they were playing the same opponents but in opposite locations. While one was at home, the other would be visiting the same opponent. So because of that, I haven't done steady girls basketball in 3 years or so, back when I used to do it for Monticello on KAAJ-LP in Monticello. But Red Rock 92 right now, and I get a rare opportunity this evening to see some San Juan girls basketball. So should be a fun night tonight, a bit of a doubleheader. It is amazing how fast basketball games go. This will probably take us tonight about as long as it takes to do one football game. So it really won't be too much longer on a normal broadcast than we've been used to, but you get more bang for your buck with 2 games tonight. So it'll be a lot of fun. We do welcome you in, and we're going to take a break. We'll return to continue the pregame show, and we'll switch gears and talk about the San Juan Lady Broncos a little bit. My first physical look at them this season. So stay with us. Give me just a second, actually, to get the commercials loaded up, and then we'll be able to play some for you. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Last year I was at my lowest, going through some pretty serious depression. A couple friends of mine stopped by the house and said they were worried about me. Said they'd feel a lot better if they could hold on to my firearms until things turned around. I think they saved my life.
If your loved ones are struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, because things do get better.
Hello, my name is David Palmer, and I am the Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Blanding.
Hi, my name is Sylvia Stubbs. As a recently elected San Juan County Commissioner,
We are so excited to collaborate with SJC-PAC, Coalition, and San Juan Counseling to bring parents-empowered messaging to our beautiful Wellness Center pool area.
Parents Empowered is a Utah campaign designed to help parents understand the power they have in reducing the risk of underage drinking.
Survey data tells us that youth perception of risk in San Juan County in all grades went from 83.6% in 2019 to 68.3% in 2021. This means our kids don't understand the damage that alcohol and other drugs can cause on their developing brains.
Did you know that Utah teens reported that parental disapproval is the #1 reason they choose not to drink?
Never assume your children know what your rules, expectations, and attitudes are. Write them down and discuss them with your kids so they understand the reasons behind them.
Bonding is essential to preventing underage drinking. Children are less likely to drink when the parents are involved in their lives and when children and the parents feel close to one another.
Together, we can help build a stronger San Juan County.
Let's do this!
In 1957, Lyle and Clea Johnson founded Lyle Northern Electric. What began as a small business in their family home has grown into the prominent local company it is today, a third-generation owned and operated company. Lyle Northern Electric is honored to have served the people of San Juan County for the past 65 years and is a proud supporter of high school sports.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Rhett Sifford welcoming you back live to Montezuma Cortez High School. It is the site of a doubleheader tonight of high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live with the San Juan Lady Broncos and the San Juan Broncos in Cortez to take on the Lady Panthers and the Panthers tonight. So we are glad you've joined us. We're running out of time on the pregame show here now, scrambling just a little bit. Getting rosters entered and getting this broadcast started. So my apologies on an unnormal start. And I do hope to get an opportunity here this evening. Let's see. Stand by just a sec. We're going to try to take a look at some the record here for San Juan. And they come into this game 2-5 on the season. Looks like we are getting set for the national anthem. So I think we're probably real quickly just going to take another quick break, and I'll try to talk about the San Juan Lady Broncos when we come back in just a minute. Well, while we've got a minute here, looks like they're not quite ready yet, but the two wins so far this season over Providence Hall and Monticello for the Lady Broncos. And last week it looks like after they beat Monticello, losses to Panguitch and Bryce Valley on a road trip over the weekend. So San Juan Lady Broncos looking to get back in the win column today, and we're going to go ahead and take a break as they do the national anthem.
Men can take a hit. We can tough it out. We're told to suck it up a lot more than we're asked to talk it out. But the truth is, the only way to tackle what's up here is by talking it out. To simply say what we're feeling. With friends, family, or the Utah Crisis Hotline. Put this number in your contacts right now. And if you're ever wondering if you have someone to talk to, you do.
Our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
Blue Mountain Hospital, we're thrilled to welcome Cade Lyman, Dane Lyman, and Brian Kirk, joining our unparalleled team of healthcare professionals. Blue Mountain Hospital has been setting the standard for rural hospitals since 2009.
Back live to Montezuma Cortez High School tonight as we get the starters. But for the San Juan Lady 2, senior guard, Sanessa Atcity. Number 4, senior forward, LaDania Lopez. Number 20, junior center, Hayden Shumway. All right, sophomore forward, Cadence Mitchell. Here's something you don't deal with in boys basketball. That's the hair covering the numbers, so I got to get used to that again. Number 50, senior center, Tacoa Hernandez is the final starter for the Lady Broncos. And now for the Lady Panthers, the hometown Montezuma Cortez Lady Panthers. It's number 15, senior guard and forward, their leading scorer, Savannah Hazelroth. Number 1, junior guard, Taylor Whitted. Number 52, I believe that is, senior forward, Case Tom. And finally, let's see, it looks like number 33, I believe, senior Montezuma Cortez Lady Panthers. And both of these teams looking to get back in the win column after. And unfortunately turns it over. And now Montezuma Cortez in quick transition, scoring the first bucket of the night. So a turnover results in points. And it will be San Juan Lady Bronco basketball now. They send it up across the midcourt line, and it's into Hayden Shumway. She's over on the far side, drives the bucket, misses the shot, rebounded by Montezuma Cortez, and they run down court. Pulling it back is Hazel Roth. Here comes a 17-footer, no good, off the hand of Markilla Jones. And the rebound to San Juan. So both teams have gotten. And now it is San Juan back in the offensive end. And down underneath the basket, the shot is up and blocked, as that came from Tekoa Hernandez. And San Juan steals it right back at midcourt. So the Lady Broncos have another opportunity, but now they throw it in the feet in the paint. And the whistle still doesn't sound. They're going to get a timeout. Coach Cade Palmer calling a timeout here with 6:41 to go. 2-0 lead for Montezuma Cortez. And so they'll talk it over. Now I've got an opportunity maybe to take a look at some stats here, and it's Cadence Mitchell leading the way for San Juan so far. She's averaging almost 6.5 points per game at 45 in the first 7 of the season. Shaylin Nez has 39 points. That's an average of just over 5.5 per game. Sanessa Atcity with 36 on the season, and that's 5.1. Macy Palmer has 30 points so far this year, almost 4.5, and Tekoa Hernandez has 17, so that's an average of 2.43. Three-point basket, Shaylin Nez getting it done so far for the Lady Broncos. She leads the team with 8. Sanessa Atcity has 4. LaDania Lopez and Siona Dandy have 3 apiece. And now here's an inbound play and a nice one as San Juan scores the first point of the night. And it's off Cadence Mitchell. She banks it in off the glass, and now apparently a travel, I think, or some sort of violation as Montezuma Cortez inbounds in the defensive end. So that will turn it back over to San Juan. And the Lady Broncos will have an opportunity to inbound. And on the near side, LaDania Lopez will send it across the court to Sanessa Atcity. And now top of the key for Lopez. Lopez dribbles in, loses the handle, and they battle for it in the paint. It's eventually going to be stolen by Markilla Jones. She actually got a handoff, and now will run it up. On the dribble, bounces it ahead, off the glass, and good. Case Tom on the shot, and the Lady Panthers retake the lead 4-2. Now a full court press here from Montezuma Cortez, giving San Juan a little bit of trouble, and now they're running out of time to get this across, and it is going to be intercepted by Markilla Jones, and Jones will work it into the paint and hand off, but the shot is no good. Rebound, a putback try is no good, so 15 and 30 both missing. And now a jump ball, it looks like on the third. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it's going to be a foul. This will be on Montezuma Cortez, it would appear. Markilla Jones, her first, and we received word, I guess it's a nationwide change on the 5 fouls a quarter system. So it's the same as what we see in Utah. There's a great job by Hernandez to save that from going out of bounds after she almost kicked it out of bounds. And now down into the far corner, it is intercepted. Montezuma Cortez in transition, pulling up for a 19-footer and missing is Whitted. Rebound to San Juan, though. The Lady Broncos will try to work it out of the defensive end. Ball is stolen away. It's going to go out of bounds on the baseline, though. And so San Juan will reset in the defensive end here, trailing 4-2 in this one. The San Juan JV winning easily in the game preceding ours, but right now on the varsity side, San Juan has their hands full, but a nice pass to get this across as Lopez will work it in for the Lady Broncos. Over on the far side, it's on the sideline, I think, dribbled out of bounds by San Juan. No. It'll be another foul on Jones. So back-to-back fouls on the senior forward for Montezuma Cortez, and so the Lady Broncos will reset in the offensive end, down by 2, 5:05 left in the opening quarter here tonight. The first of 2 games here this evening with the San Juan girls and boys in Cortez to take on the Montezuma Cortez Panthers. And now the ball intercepted and reaching in as San Juan was trying to drive back across the line is Soraya Begay, and so that will be her first foul. And suddenly Montezuma Cortez running into a little bit of foul trouble here early on. They've got 3 in this first quarter, so 2 more and San Juan will be in the bonus. And now a steal as Montezuma Cortez will run the floor. Here comes Hazelroth, and she lays it up and in. So she scoops and scores as she came all the way down court. Now the Lady Broncos are going to try to work it across the line here. Bounce it over on the far side. LaDania Lopez will dribble in, down into the corner. Now she backs it out, hands to Sinessa At-City. At-City will dribble across the top of the key, moving left, and now she pulls for three. And no, it bounces off. Rebounded by Montezuma Cortez, and the Lady Panthers running it up. Begay on the run to the baseline, throws a shot up there, no good. And the ball comes down to San Juan, and the Lady Broncos will dribble it across the line. Pulling up, or picking it up, I should say, is Lopez, handing off, and now it comes to At-City, left of the basket. Shot goes over the rim and grazes off the glass, but comes down to Montezuma Cortez, and the Lady Panthers will dribble it in as Jones has control. Over on the right side, a three for Whitted is off the mark and bounces out of bounds. And let's see, it looks like off Montezuma Cortez, so it was untouched. And the Lady Broncos will get the ball back, coming inbounds in the defensive end here. And it looks like it'll be Sinessa At-City to inbound for the Lady Broncos. And At-City will get a return pass from number 25, Macy Palmer, who's in for the first time tonight. And now At-City, a good drive on the left side. She could have shot, but sent that across under the basket to Palmer. And the junior center kind of mishandled it and ended up walking with it, so that turns it back over to Montezuma Cortez. And the Lady Panthers will work it in, and now a couple players off the bench are in for either team, and San Juan will now steal the basketball. That was Soraya Jackson working it in for Montezuma Cortez. Lady Broncos will work it back across the line. Over on the far side, it's Hayden Shumway. Gets to the baseline, floats up a shot, and that drops right in. So that's the second bucket of the night for San Juan. They're back to within a couple here, down 6-4. We're nearing the final 3 minutes of the opening quarter here tonight of a high school hoops doubleheader with the girls starting us off. There's a reverse layup try, no good for Soraya Jackson. And rebounded by San Juan. The Lady Broncos will run it up. Fresh into the ball game here is number 42, Kamaya Fullwood, the freshman forward, and she hands it back to At-City straight away. Sends it over on the right wing to Mitchell. Now underneath the basket, missing the shot is Fullwood. She had a good look at the bucket that time from right underneath, but couldn't bank it in. Montezuma Cortez has it back in the offensive end, and a straightaway dribble to the right now, handing off on a reverse. And Jackson has the basketball. She'll dribble to the right now, hands off once again to Hazelroth, who moves left and now backs it into the midcourt paint. That's a beautiful Montezuma Cortez High School logo at midcourt here in this new gym. It's not quite brand new anymore, but I remember when it was fresh built. Now we're going to get another foul. This is going to be the third foul on Markilla Jones, and I think she's going to have to come out. So foul trouble early on for the 5'7" senior forward. And with 2:05 to go in the opening quarter, we're going to get a timeout for the Lady Panthers. And this comes with Montezuma Cortez hanging on to a 2-point lead, 6-4. We are glad you've joined us tonight. Our broadcast is brought to you in part by, Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Utah State University Blanding, San Juan Health, Car Shop Auto Body, Colleen Kays, author of The 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power, Red Mechanical, Flights Gymnastics, Northern Electric, and Emory Telcom. Big thanks to all the sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. We couldn't do it without you, and so a big thanks. And we'll thank you, of course, throughout the remainder of this broadcast here tonight. As San Juan inbounds, down 6-4 with 2 minutes now remaining in the opening quarter here tonight in the first game of a high school hoops doubleheader in Cortez. Nice lead pass, but it's going to be out of the reach of the intended receiver, Cadence Mitchell, and that will go out of bounds on the baseline back to Montezuma Cortez. So Markilla Jones already in foul trouble, and in fact, there have been 5 fouls here in this first quarter. I must have missed one for Montezuma Cortez. I only have them for 4, so San Juan is actually in the bonus. And there's a pass to the far side. Shot is up and good for 3 for Savannah Hazelroth. And you can see the Montezuma Cortez leading scorer right there. Now on the run is Kamaya Fullwood. She goes coast to coast, lays it up and in. And the freshman is on the board, pulls San Juan back to within 3. It's 9-6. The lead was 5 very briefly. Last minute 15 of the opening quarter here tonight in the girls' game, the first game of the evening for us. And a shot no good from Hazelroth from beyond the arc. Bounces down to San Juan, and the Lady Broncos will run it up. Continuing to come through the D is At City, and now stepping into her. Oh, no, they're going to call a travel on At City, so that'll turn it back over to the Lady Panthers, and now a little bit of a press coming from San Juan. And it is Hazelroth sending it up. Now a nice bounce, nice give and go underneath the basket, and getting a return pass is Soraya Jackson, and she lays it up and in. A wide open layup for Jackson. And now in transition, San Juan loses the basketball on the far sideline. And so that will turn it back over to the Lady Panthers with 44 seconds left in the first quarter. And Montezuma Cortez has led from the start and are up 11-6 right now. San Juan is, oh no, I'm sorry. It's timeouts I'm seeing with the 5. So I was correct on the 4 fouls, but here's Hazelroth scoring again for Montezuma Cortez. And so the Lady Panthers increase the lead to 7. It's their largest of the night. San Juan in transition, pulling back away from the basket is Mitchell. She misses the jumper, and the rebound bounces out of bounds off San Juan. So it'll be Montezuma Cortez basketball here going the other way. San Juan is coached by Cade Palmer, by the way. Montezuma Cortez is coached by Brad Wright. And the Lady Panthers, a wide open look. Nobody really guarded. Let's see, Jackson. She missed the layup, though. And it was 33, I think, Begay, who missed the follow-up try. No, I'm sorry, it was Jones. She is back out on the court with 3 fouls, so that's really a bit of a surprise to me. So Jones missed the shot, and now it looks like a turnover here at midcourt. And Montezuma Cortez will have the basketball in the offensive end, but they were unaware of the time, and the clock expires in the first quarter. It's a 13-6 lead after 1. For the Montezuma Cortez Lady Panthers over the San Juan Lady Broncos. We're glad you've joined us. It's a doubleheader of high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. We'll return for the second quarter in just a moment. Stay with us.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
In 1957, Lyle and Clea Johnson founded Lyle Northern Electric. What began as a small business in their family home has grown into the prominent local company it is today, a third-generation owned and operated company. Lyle Northern Electric is honored to have served the people of San Juan County for the past 65 years and is a proud supporter of high school sports.
Montezuma Cortez High School in Cortez, Colorado, right over the state line from Utah as the San Juan Lady Broncos and Broncos are in town tonight to take on the Panthers. As speaking of the Lady Panthers, they travel right here, and that'll turn it back over to the Lady Broncos. And San Juan down by 7 points as we head into, or we are already underway now in the second quarter. And the Lady Broncos have the basketball on the offensive end following the turnover. Now the ball intercepted by Montezuma Cortez, so they're coming back the other direction. And over on the far side, here's a player I haven't seen yet. That's Trinity Tallahash. And she draws a San Juan foul, the first of the game for San Juan. And that will be on Hayden Shumway. Obviously, San Juan's first here in the second quarter. That's their first foul of the game. And the shot is on the way. It was a shooting foul, I guess, for Tallahash, but she misses the first foul shot. And she's on the line. Second shot is on the way, and nothing but net for the senior guard. So make it 14-6. The 8-point lead, I believe, is the largest of the night for Montezuma Cortez. 7.5 minutes to go now in the first half. And San Juan on the run. And they get it down underneath to At City. Her first shot was blocked. Second try is no good. And the ball comes down to Montezuma Cortez. Cadence Mitchell steps in to knock that away from Mila Begay, but it goes out of bounds right in front of the Montezuma Cortez players bench, and the Lady Panthers will just reset in the defensive end, and now they walk it across. Here's a right corner two, it looks like. They're going to give 2 points to Rayana Jones as she's in off the bench contributing now, make it a 10-point lead, 16-6 as Montezuma Cortez starting to stretch their advantage now. Nice pass underneath, and Cadence Mitchell will bank it off the glass. That was a good pass from Kamaya Fullwood. Boy, for a freshman, she seems to have some basketball IQ. And so here is Montezuma Cortez back in the defensive end. Seen a couple good plays already from Fullwood. She does have 2 of San Juan's 8 points. Now it looks like we're going to get a penalty here against San Juan. This will be the first on Cadence Mitchell, who just scored. Mitchell has 4 points, by the way, for San Juan. But the Lady Broncos down 16-8 with 6.5 minutes to go in the first half as Montezuma Cortez gets set to inbound, but now a sub coming in for San Juan. So we'll hold off on that for a moment. And it is LaDania Lopez checking back into the game for the Lady Broncos. Shot is up on the inbound play, and it's good. And it looked like that was number 30, Markilla Jones, scoring her first bucket. Make it a 10-point lead again for the Lady Panthers, 18-8 this time. Now a Fullwood pass is intercepted. Montezuma Cortez on the run down court, missing the layup. A couple tries are finally going to go in for number 14. That's Kalea Ogo. She missed one, made the second. And I'm trying to see who, it looks like maybe number 3. We're going to get a whistle as Montezuma Cortez was running the floor again. I tell you, it's hard for my brain to do stats and also keep up with the amount of turnovers that are going on right now. I think it was a missed shot from Soraya Jackson. And Montezuma Cortez stole it, but then turned it over at midcourt. And now the Lady Broncos have it back in the offensive end. Bounce into the middle. It's knocked away, but recovering back here is Fullwood. And Fullwood drives into the paint. She travels with the ball, they say. And that will kill that play and give it back to Montezuma Cortez with 5:45 left in the first half. And the hometown Lady Panthers enjoying a 20-8 lead here. Here is number 32 underneath with it. Let's see, that was Rayana Jones. She got it to Kalea Ogo, who missed the shot. San Juan with a rebound, and now a wide open 5-foot jumper is good off the glass for Tekoa Hernandez. And the Lady Broncos are back to within 10. It's 20-10. 5:15 left in the first half. Here's a shot off the mark from Ogo, but Montezuma Cortez for a moment had the ball, but San Juan will take it away now. And they'll hand off, and on the run up with it is Saona Dandy, and Dandy gets it across the line. And let's see, that's Fullwood who had the basketball, and I think a foul is coming against Montezuma Cortez here. It is against number 13. That's Soraya Jackson, her first. And Montezuma Cortez is first here in the quarter. And so San Juan has it back in the offensive end on the reset. Fullwood drives to the right of the paint, floats up the shot, no good. It's rebounded by the Lady Panthers. And they'll work it back into the offensive end. And it is number 24, Mila Begay with the basketball. She gets it underneath, a nice pass. Missing the shot or the layup try is Case Tom. San Juan rebounds the basketball, and they'll work it across the line. And here is Dandy with the basketball. Gives to Fullwood. She drives the bucket and scores it off the glass. Make it an 8-point lead again for Montezuma Cortez. Down to 20-12 on the deficit. So San Juan battling here. Now the Lady Panthers have it back in the offensive end. Here's a three on the way, and it's good for Begay. 23-12. So just when San Juan had pulled back to within 8, make it an 11-point lead again for Montezuma Cortez. And now a good run here, good drive for Dandy, but she ends up stepping on the baseline during the rebound. She had a shot blocked, and it comes back down. And then stepped on the baseline when the ball came down to her. So it'll be Montezuma Cortez basketball with 3:45 now to go in the first half. And they're enjoying a 23-12 lead, but make it 25 as number 33, Soraya Begay, drains the three. So Montezuma Cortez with 3 3-pointers in this game here in the first half. And it is a 26-12 14-point lead for the hometown Lady Panthers. And we've got a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a break ourselves. Stay with us. It's a doubleheader of high school hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Mom? Dad, sometimes I'm going to be a little impulsive. I mean, I'm a teenager.
Not to freak you out or anything, but the leading cause of death in Utah for teens
It's suicide.
So help us out here.
Because we may be impulsive.
But we want to live. Almost all the time.
But in case there are times when we forget that, keep your guns and ammo locked up safely.
Because doing this little thing can make a big difference.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
It's on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live as we're back to action following the San Juan timeout. Dandy missing the three-point try, but San Juan steals the ball away from Montezuma Cortez as they were trying to run it up, and now we're going to get a foul, it looks like, on Fullwood as she reached in to try to get that ball away from Case Tom, and that'll be Fullwood's first of the night. San Juan's third in the second quarter. Oh, I'm sorry. It looks like that foul is actually on Montezuma Cortez's Case Tom. So Tom guilty of the foul and make that the second for both teams now in the half, or in the quarter, I should say. Here's Dandy driving inside, had the shot blocked. I'm going to call that a shot. And rebound, or the ball was pulled back down by Montezuma Cortez. They tried to chuck it up underneath the basket here, but it's intercepted by San Juan. And the Lady Broncos will work it across the line. Straight away is Dandy. Goes to the right side and dribbling just inside the arc, floating up a 17-footer, no good. Dandy tried to follow it up. Lopez missed the first shot. Dandy on the second miss. And on this rebound, a foul is coming. And that will be on Savannah Hazelroth, who is the leading scorer in this game with 7 points. And so Montezuma Cortez now with 3 in the second quarter. San Juan gets a set play over on the far side, and out of the corner, At City drains the 3. That is San Juan's first 3-point basket of the night. Here's Montezuma Cortez trying to answer, but off the mark on the 3 is Begay. Rebound down to San Juan. The Lady Broncos will run it up. One hop. Travel going to be called on At City. That'll turn it back over. And so San Juan turns the ball over and gives it back to Montezuma Cortez here with just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. Lady Panthers will dribble it up. It's Whitted putting up a long-range 3, no good. Ball will bounce out of bounds untouched by San Juan. So Lady Broncos get the ball back with just over 2 minutes to go in the half now. 2:02 showing on the clock. And San Juan inbounds the basketball. Fullwood and At City work a give and go. At City eventually walks it across the line for San Juan. Now Fullwood sends it back out to At City. Over here on the near side to Lopez. She almost lost the handle. Now pushes off a little bit. Gets it into the middle in traffic. The shot was blocked from Hayden Shumway by Montezuma Cortez, and the Lady Panthers will run it back across. Little head fake by Begay. She goes into the middle, then kicks out. Case Tom hands off to Hazelroth. She puts up the 3 and it rims in. Savannah Hazelroth with another 3. She's got a game-high 10 points, and it's a 14-point lead again for the host team, 29-15. Here's a Fullwood spinner, no good from about 7 feet. Rebounded by Montezuma Cortez. Lady Panthers get a quick shot as they bring it down. Hazelroth, no good. Rebound bounces out off San Juan, so Montezuma Cortez will keep it in the offensive end. And now we've got just over a minute left in this first half. Lady Panthers will inbound, and it's Case Tom sending it back down into the corner, and a 3 rims out. This team is not afraid to shoot the long ball, that's for sure. And it has paid dividends so far. 29-15 is the lead. Here's a travel, or an up and down, I should say. Oh, just jump ball is going to be called, it looks like, as Fullwood couldn't decide what she was going to do that time, and I thought was going to be a travel, but this is a bonus for San Juan. The jump ball keeps it in their possession, but Fullwood airmailed the 10-footer, and so Montezuma Cortez back down in the offensive end with it. It's Taylor Whitted. Out high, a 3 on the way from Begay, no. Rebounded by San Juan's Dandy, but Dandy has it stripped away from behind, and Montezuma Cortez can set it up again. Into the paint, moving right, shooting left is Whitted, no good. Rebound, a whistle, and this will be a foul on Whitted. And so Montezuma Cortez now with 4 in the quarter, but we're down to just 25 seconds left in the half, so it's not likely anybody's going to be getting a bonus here. As San Juan will inbound, and again, down to just 20 seconds to go, so the Lady Broncos are going to have to be aware of how much time is left on the clock. At City drive to the left of the basket, misses the shot with the hook attempt there. And rebound goes out of bounds over here on the near side. San Juan will keep it in the offensive end, and it'll be At City to step on the near sideline and inbound this basketball. So San Juan's got an opportunity here with 12 and a half seconds to go. Fullwood drives right to the bucket and scores. There's a great drive by the big freshman forward. She's up to 6 points. That leads San Juan scoring. Here's a 3 on the way. Are you kidding me? What a shot. What a shot at the buzzer. Soraya Jackson drains the long-range 3, and it's a 31-17 lead. Well, it looks like maybe did they just give her a 2 on that? 31-17 showing on the board. I have 32, so I'll just give her a 2 on that. I could have sworn that was a Three-point shot, but apparently a two-point basket, and that makes the score 31-17 at the halftime break. It was fast and furious. A lot of turnovers in that first half. So many that I was unable to keep those stats. That's for sure. I got left in the dust early on trying to keep turnover stats, but it is a 31-17 lead for the Montezuma Cortez Lady Panthers at halftime. Stay with us. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the first half stats. It is a doubleheader of high school hoops tonight on Red Rock 92.
Hi, my name is Bill Boyle. I'm editor of the San Juan Record and station manager at Red Rock Radio. In my line of work, it's important to know and understand the facts when it comes to disseminating important news and information. Parents, studies show that monitoring your kids is vital in reducing the risk of substance misuse. A teen's brain is much more susceptible to alcohol dependence than an adult's. Make sure that alcohol and other drugs are not available to your kids at home or from friends, siblings, or elsewhere. Know your children's friends and their parents, and discuss with them your desire to keep your kids alcohol and drug-free, and enlist their cooperation. Remember, it's against the law for a minor to purchase, possess, or consume any alcoholic beverage. And of course, it's illegal for anyone to sell, offer to sell, or furnish alcohol to a minor. At some level, most kids appreciate parental monitoring. It gives them a sense of security and is a very real proof to them that the parents love them enough to care about their well-being. Together, let's continue to make San Juan County a place to raise strong and capable youth. Come on, let's do this!
In 1957, Lyle and Clea Johnson founded Lyle Northern Electric. What began as a small business in their family home has grown into the prominent local company it is today, a third-generation owned and operated company. Lyle Northern Electric is honored to have served the people of San Juan County for the past 65 years and is a proud supporter of high school sports.
Back live to Montezuma Cortez High School in Cortez, Colorado. It is the site of our high school hoops doubleheader tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. This is the first time in a long time for me doing both the girls and the boys in one night. That is a very rare occurrence for the San Juan Broncos, as normally their two teams are in opposite locations, but tonight they happen to all be here. It's a major extravaganza. Montezuma Cortez High School has two gyms, so they have an auxiliary gym, and so there will be 6 games played when it's all said and done today. In fact, the C teams are playing while the varsity teams are playing. So, and the JV teams have already played. And so right now, I believe the boys C team is playing over in the Aux gym while the varsity girls are playing over here. Then you're going to have the varsity boys while the girls C team plays. And so there have been games going on for a while here, and it's a big event going on here tonight in Montezuma Cortez High School. We are brought to you in part tonight by Napa Motor Parts, Creative Floors, San Juan School District CTE programs, Blue Mountain Foods, Energy Fuels, Precision Rehab, Lee Contracting, Desert Rivers Credit Union, Holiday Construction, San Juan Pharmacy, Canyonlands Tire, Diamond Propane, Red's Ace Hardware, Southeastern Utah 7-Eleven stores, and Blue Mountain Hospital. Big thanks to all the sponsors for making the broadcast possible. We do welcome you into the halftime show, the first of 2 halftime shows tonight. And we're going to take a look at the first half stats. And Montezuma Cortez dominating in that first half. They won the first quarter 13-6, won the second quarter 18-11. So the hometown crowd and the jungle across the way, the student section, getting their money's worth tonight. So the lead was up to as much as 14 in that first half, and that's where it stands at the break. So San Juan has their work cut out for them in the second half. Let's take a look at the shooting in this first half. And it is for Montezuma Cortez, 38% from the floor, 13 of 34. For San Juan, 32%. They're 8 of 25. From two-point range, the Lady Panthers are 38%, 9 of 24. San Juan 7 of 22 for 32%. From beyond the arc, this is where Montezuma Cortez has done some damage in that first half. They were 4 of 10 for 40%. San Juan 1 of 3 for 33%. So 10 three-point attempts for Montezuma Cortez, and they hit on almost half of them. So you take a lot, and you may end up getting a lot in most occasions, but sometimes not. But 10 three-point shots or attempts for Montezuma Cortez to only 3 for San Juan. From the free throw line, only 2 shots taken in the first half, and Montezuma Cortez was 1 of 2. And so San Juan didn't even get to make a trip to the line, though they were almost in the bonus in both of those quarters. Let's take a look at the individual stats now, and it's Savannah Hazelroth leading all scorers so far tonight with 10 points in the first half. 5 points for Soraya Begay. It was a 4-point half for Soraya Jackson. 3-point night so far for Mila Begay, or Mila Begay maybe. And let's see, I think several players have 2 points. Kalea Ogo, Markilla Jones, Rayana Jones, and Case Tom all have 2 points apiece. And then Trinity Tillahash has the 1 point with the 1 free throw bucket. For San Juan, it is, let's look at the threes before we move on from Montezuma Cortez. Savannah Hazelroth has 2 of them. Mila Begay has 1, and Soraya Begay has 1. Now we'll switch over to San Juan, and it's a 6-point night so far for Kamaya Fullwood. The freshman off the bench is having a good night so far. She's leading the way for San Juan. Cadence Mitchell has 4 so far tonight. 3-point night in the first half for Sanessa at City. And then 2 players have 2 apiece. Hayden Shumway has a couple points. Takoa Hernandez has a couple. So that's the 3-point basket, is Sanessa at Cities. That's all 3 of her points. So she got it by virtue of the 3 in that first half. So that is a look at the first half stats. We're going to send it back to the studio for another quick break, and we'll be back out in just a few moments to start the second half. Stay with us. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
In the scope of a lifetime, 10 minutes may seem like no time at all. But when it comes to suicide, 10 minutes is often long enough to reconsider the decision to end one's own life. If you have a friend or family member who is struggling with suicide or depression, talk to them about temporarily storing their firearms away from their home. Because even a 10-minute delay can make a lifetime of difference. Let's help end tragic firearm deaths in Utah.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058. At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
In Cortez, Colorado, Rhett Sifford welcoming you back in as we are now underway in the second half, and a very quick three-point try. No good from Begay right off the hop. You talk about a team that's not afraid to throw up the long ball. They've done it all game so far. They do it right here to start the second half, but it doesn't fall. Thankfully, if you're a San Juan fan, but now Cortez coming across. It's kind of fun doing games among teams that we cover on Red Rock 92. I report on all the teams in our listening area, and so that is a lot of teams. I think I've got 13 schools that I report on, and this is one of them. As Cortez is right in the middle of our service area for Red Rock 92. Of course, I do believe we've got KRTZ in the house, 98.7 as well tonight, so we may have some simulcast action going on tonight, but here's the ball thrown out of bounds. San Juan still looking for their first shot of this second half, as we are 50 seconds in now. And, of course, the boys' game is going to follow this one. So stay with us tonight. It is a doubleheader of San Juan high school basketball tonight. And there is a three-point basket for Sonessa at City from the far side, and that pulls San Juan back to within 11. That's a big bucket. If the Lady Broncos can keep doing that, they could chip away at this deficit. Montezuma Cortez has led from the hop. And here they are in the offensive end with it again. Hazel Roth, their leading scorer, dumps it off to Markilla Jones, pardon me. And now San Juan steals it in the middle. The Lady Broncos get it across the line. Here's a head pass, and now in traffic in the middle, they bounce it back. It was almost mishandled by Hernandez, but now San Juan scores. Did you see who scored that basket? I didn't see who scored that basket, so I think we might get some help from Caleb Carr here on a replay. I think it may have been Hernandez, but I'm not sure. And then Montezuma Cortez misses in return here. And now San Juan back with it in the offensive end. Looks like I've caused you troubles. It was Hernandez, so thank you, Caleb. And now I think that the Lady Broncos score here again, and a foul. Yeah, it looks like a foul. This is going to be the fourth on Markilla Jones. So they have kept her in, and she now registers her fourth foul of the night. That is the first foul in the second half. It is a basket for San Juan and an add-one opportunity here for Cadence Mitchell, the sophomore forward, and she makes good on it. So it's a three-point play for San Juan. And the Lady Broncos are suddenly back to within 6, 31-25. As we are just under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, but there's a big three-point basket off the bench from Mila Begay. And boy, these girls are shooting the lights out from three-point range tonight. It's 34-25. And now at City with it for San Juan. Little crossover dribble to the baseline. The shot rolled off her hand, though, as she tried to underhand that. And the ball comes down to Montezuma Cortez. Lady Panthers work it in. Far side, here's Whitted with it. Dribbling left to the top of the key. Floats the three and drains it. That's her first points of the night and makes it 37-25 in favor of Montezuma Cortez. Some good long-range shooting by the Lady Panthers here tonight. And it continues into the second half. Now it's a jump ball as Hayden Shumway got into traffic underneath the basket, and Montezuma Cortez was able to grab a hold of that basketball and force the jump ball. It'll be San Juan basketball in the offensive end, and they'll inbound, and now Shumway finds herself wide open and drains the 17-footer. She's got 4 on the night, and San Juan pulls back to within 10. It's a 37-27 lead for Montezuma Cortez. Nice little dump pass over here on the near side, and now finally Begay has it for Montezuma Cortez, but they find Hazel Ross. She misses the short shot, and on the rebound they battle underneath. It looks like a foul coming to San Juan. And this will be the second of the night on Hayden Shumway. Both teams have a foul apiece now in the third quarter. And scoring is Montezuma Cortez. And I didn't see who scored that one either. Hazel Roth. Hazel Roth is the scorer. Thanks again, Caleb. And now San Juan has it back in the offensive end, and it is LaDania Lopez over on the left end as stands there and then hands off to At City. At City on the dribble through the free throw line and hits the 9-footer on the move. The runner, she's got 8. That leads San Juan scoring. And so the Lady Broncos stay within 10. Here's Montezuma Cortez with it back in the offensive end. And they'll go to the far side. Dribbling underneath is Hazelroth right along the baseline. And she scores it right through the San Juan D. And Savannah Hazelroth has 14 points on the night. That leads all scorers. Make it 42 to 29. I've missed a point somewhere, so I'm not sure. Somebody must have hit a 3 that I put in as a 2, and now here is Mila Begay answering again for Montezuma Cortez. Makes it 44 to 29. I will have to figure that out at the break. I'm just going to probably have to give someone a 3-point basket since I'm not sure where I missed that'd be the only place I could have missed a point because there have been no foul shots. And now another jump ball. This time will go to the Lady Panthers. So San Juan commits the turnover here. Let me see. The last few baskets here. It must have been Hazelroth with another 3. So we'll give her a 3. It's 44 to 29 in favor of Montezuma Cortez. As they've got it back in the offensive end, and that time Begay thought about the 3, but dribbles back out to the top of the key. She's near the midcourt paint. Oh, and she nearly walked with the basketball, but she holds the pivot foot. Now hands off. 3 on the way from Whitted, misses everything, and goes out of bounds. San Juan basketball. Lady Broncos will inbound the ball, and here comes At City across the line with it for the Lady Broncos. Now over on the left side, driving through the paint, and she's contacted pretty heavily. Cadence Mitchell, she'll draw a foul. And this will be the second on Hazelroth. Second for Montezuma Cortez in this third quarter. So the Lady Panthers looking for their second win of the season. San Juan looking for their third, but the Broncos have trailed from the start in this one as they get it inbounds now following the foul, and now another foul coming to Montezuma Cortez. And this will be on Mila Begay. So 3 fouls now for the hometown squad. San Juan inbounds once again, and here is Fullwood with it. Unfortunately, losing it out of bounds right in front of the San Juan players bench, but it looks like it was deflected by Montezuma Cortez, so San Juan will reset once again. And here is Macy Palmer getting an inbound pass from Sanessa At City. At City gets a return pass in the corner, tries to drive baseline. Stepping in her way and fouling her is Whitted. So Whitted now with 2 personal fouls on the night. And that's 4 for Montezuma Cortez in this third quarter. So 1 more foul and San Juan will go into the bonus, which we haven't seen yet all night. And there's a nice inbound pass, but a travel will be called on Hayden Shumway as she was unable to release the shot when she went up with the basketball. So Montezuma Cortez will get it back, and the Lady Panthers will be able to work it across the line here. No press from San Juan. Final 2:20 of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's a doubleheader tonight for San Juan. The boys will follow this game. Over on StreamUtah.Live, the Monticello girls will be hosting Dolores. And that is probably just about to get underway or just underway in Monticello tonight. So we're running a few minutes behind schedule. Actually, that's not true. The boys game scheduled for 7:30 tonight here at Montezuma Cortez. So we're right on schedule. And here's a 3-point basket for Macy Palmer out of the left corner. So that's a big bucket. That pulls San Juan back to within 12. 44-32 is the lead. We're into the final 2 minutes of this third quarter. A lot of time still left in this one for San Juan. Here's Hazelroth on the dribble to her right across the top of the key. Now hands off. The shot from underneath, no good for Jones. Rebound down in traffic and a foul to Montezuma Cortez. And that should put San Juan in the bonus. And they will walk the floor, and the Lady Broncos will get their first Actually, this will be their second trip to the line. There was a three-point play early on in the half here. That's the first foul against Kalea Ogo. And at the line for San Juan and missing the first shot is Macy Palmer. So it remains 44-32. 1:37 left in the third now. Second shot on the way from San Juan is no good for Palmer, and rebounded by Montezuma Cortez this time. Lady Panthers walk it up. Now cross-court pass to the near side, bouncing it into traffic. The shot no good. A good effort by Markilla Jones. She draws a foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. And the foul is on San Juan's number 20, Hayden Shumway, her third, and San Juan's second in this quarter. 1:22 left in the third, and making no mistake is Markilla Jones. She drains the first of the two shots. That increases the lead back to 13 for Montezuma Cortez. Second shot is off, though, rebounded by San Juan. And the Lady Broncos will work it up. On the dribble, here comes At City. Moving right, shooting back left, can't score, but on the rebound, a putback is good, and a foul for Cadence Mitchell. And let's see who the foul is going to be on. San Juan for Cadence Mitchell, I believe once again. She had the other three-point play. That's the fourth foul of the night on, no, that's not. Yeah, it shows 14. They've got her for 4 fouls. No, that's not correct. And I think they've pulled that off the board. Maybe not. I don't know. A foul on 14. And Cadence Mitchell could not make the second foul shot. San Juan ends up stealing the basketball away from Montezuma Cortez, and now down to the final 45 of this third quarter. Lady Panthers leading 45-34. They steal. Running the floor and scoring is number 24, Mila Begay. Make it 47-34 in final half minute of the quarter. Sanessa At City rises for two, they say. She had her toe on the line, no good, and on the rebound, a foul. This was during a putback try for Shumway. And let's see. That will be on Kalea Ogo. They had 4 fouls for her, but I don't think that is correct. This would be her 5th foul according to the scoreboard, but I think they needed to fix that. But Shumway's first shot up and no good. And it remains 47-34. Now they don't even have the foul up on the board, so that indicates to me there's been a bit of a situation trying to figure it out, or maybe they don't show up after the bonus is registered. I'm not sure, but Shumway misses, or sorry, that's Macy Palmer. My apologies. Macy Palmer is the player shooting, and she was the one who drew the foul. It looks like a lane violation here, so that shot did not count. And Palmer will get another opportunity. And it's good. So that bonus, that benefits San Juan as Macy Palmer hits the second of the two following the violation. And it's 47-35. San Juan steals, runs the floor, too hard off the glass on the shot for Cadence Mitchell. And Montezuma Cortez trying to run back the other way, but they lose the ball. Now an At City shot from three-point range is blocked. Montezuma Cortez coming the other way, but the buzzer sounds as Savannah Hazelroth skies into the air to save that from going out of bounds, but time expires on the quarter. And at the end of 3, it's Montezuma Cortez 47, San Juan 35 here in the girls' game. The boys' game to follow. It's a high school hoops doubleheader here tonight. We're glad you've joined us. We'll take a break and come back to start the fourth quarter. It is high school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Utah is our home, unique in its strengths and struggles. And sadly, suicide in Utah is one of our greatest challenges. So people across the state are coming together to answer the call, to change our culture around suicide and mental health, to give hope and provide genuine help. Together, we can get through, lift up, look ahead, and live on. Learn how you can reach out at liveonutah.org.
Back live to Montezuma Cortez High School. Red Sifford welcoming you back in. High school hoops doubleheader here tonight as the girls head into their final period. San Juan gets a shot right at the beginning of the period here. They can't score, but guess who? Cadence Mitchell scores and a foul. So this will be the third time she has an opportunity at a three-point play. She's completed one of them. Hayden Shumway missed the first attempt. Cadence Mitchell scores on the second try and the foul, and that is the first of the night to number 5, Trinity Tillahash. And San Juan completes the three-point play. So Cadence Mitchell leading San Juan scoring now with 12 points. And the Lady Broncos are back to within 9, but make it 11 as the Lady Panthers answer immediately, and Ogo drops one in from right underneath the basket as she got there in traffic and make it 49-38. 7.5 minutes to go in the ball game now. Here's a nice drive by Fullwood. She misses the shot, but she draws the foul and will shoot two. And this is on 7:25 to go, and the Panthers have led from the start in this one. Second shot is up and good for Fullwood. As I can see the girls' C team departing the premises here. They're headed over to the Aux Gym to play their final game, or play their game tonight, and they will be playing while the boys' varsity comes out to play. So 2 games have been going on simultaneously all night tonight as Montezuma Cortez turns the ball over here now. San Juan is within 10. They have the basketball. Nice bounce pass to At City. Underneath the basket, she lost the handle as she rose up for the shot. And Montezuma Cortez grabs the loose ball. They'll work it across the line with 6:50 remaining in the game now, and a 49-39 lead for the hometown Lady Panthers. Here is a college three on the way, off the mark from Mila Begay and rebounded by San Juan, but the Lady Broncos lose it on the far sideline as it was out of the reach of Sinessa At City, and now Montezuma Cortez will be coming back the other way. Or actually, they'll inbound in the offensive end following the turnover. Here is Case Tom spinning away from the defense of San Juan and rolling that one in off the front of the rim. So that increases the lead back to 12, 51-39. 6:20 to go in the game. This is my first San Juan girls basketball game in 2 seasons. As we get a whistle here on the floor, this will be a foul on the floor, it looks like. And now the third foul for Montezuma Cortez in the quarter, and it is now the 4th for Kalea Ogo. And my apologies if I'm butchering these names, but I've got it as her 4th. They've got 5th up 5. She's not coming out of the game, so I'm guessing that's not right. And San Juan, a shot out of the corner, no good. Rebound by the Lady Panthers, and they'll run it up. Couple of quick passes, but they ran out of space as Trinity Tillahash had to circle the wagons there underneath. But there's a beautiful pass, but unable to bank that one in from right underneath is Ogo. And rebounded by San Juan, and Fullwood will walk it across the line. And she will hand off. Now they go underneath to Mitchell. Missed the shot on the second try, a basket and a foul for Mitchell. She's done this all second half long. Making a bucket, drawing a foul. She's completed 2 of the 3-point plays, and this will be her 4th attempt at such. Right now, San Juan is within 10. Mitchell could make it a 9-point game right here. The foul, by the way, is to Mila Begay, her 2nd. And so Mitchell at the line once again for San Juan. A high arcing shot is good and make it a 9-point game, 51-42. With 5:40 left in this ball game. So Montezuma Cortez has led from the start. San Juan now knocks the ball away and steals it. And Sanessa Atcity takes the handoff. She'll dribble it across the line. And we'll hand off now to Fullwood. The big freshman drives through traffic to the bucket. Misses the shot or misses the layup try, but she draws a foul and she'll go to the line, and now San Juan is in the bonus as well. And that will be the third on Case Tom. But more importantly for San Juan, it's Kamaya Fullwood at the line, and foul shots are at a premium now. She hits nothing but net on the first. So she has 8 points on the night, and this is as close as San Juan has been in a while. The deficit is down to 8 now, 51-43. With just under 5.5 to go in this game. And Fullwood makes both of them with some solid foul shooting. No rim touch there, nothing but net. It looks like Montezuma Cortez is going to call a timeout with 5:26 left in the game. And San Juan has pulled back to within 7. This is as close as they've been, I think, since the first. And we'll keep it here. I'll just let you know that we're brought to you in part tonight on High School Hoops by Furniture Gallery, Dependable Auto Repair, Primary Residential Mortgage, Four Corners Electric, San Juan School District Adult Education, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Bradford Tire, San Juan Counseling, Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, San Juan Mortuary, Four Corners Homes, Utah Navajo Health System, Main Street Drug and Boutique, San Juan Credit Union, Tailor Made Wooden Heritage, and Innovation Medical Group. I want to say a big thanks to all the sponsors for making the broadcast possible. We could not do it without you, that's for sure. So big thanks to all the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. And, of course, we've got a whole other game to go as the San Juan boys will be taking on the Montezuma Cortez Panthers here shortly. But we might be in store for a fun finish right here in the girls' game as San Juan has rallied back to within 7 after trailing by as much as 14, I believe. It may have even been more here in this second half. And Montezuma Cortez with the basketball, though. They run it across the line. And here is Case Tom with it. Out on the perimeter in the corner. Dumps it into the middle, and there's a good play as Markilla Jones into the paint, got herself open, and scored on the 4-footer. So it's back to a 9-point lead again. San Juan with it in the offensive end. Dribble drive, pulling up for the jumper, and getting a friendly roll that time was Hayden Shumway. And the San Juan Lady Broncos stay within 7, 53-46. Far side jumper is good for 3 for Savannah Hazelroth. Boy, she has been amazing tonight. 18 points for the senior. And it's a 10-point lead again, 56-46. And now the Lady Broncos lose the ball out of bounds, they say. Coach Palmer thought that should have been San Juan basketball. But here come the Lady Panthers across the line. So San Juan looking for some defense now with under 4.5 to go and down by 10. Into the corner comes Montezuma Cortez, but I think they're going to call a walk on this play to Markilla Jones, and that'll turn it back over to San Juan. And the Lady Broncos inbound the basketball. Sanessa Atcity runs it up, then hands off to Kamaya Fullwood. She hits the 2, they say. Had her toe on the line. That would have been a big 3-point basket. Instead, San Juan is within 8. 56-48. Here is Montezuma drive by Case Tom, backing her way into position, and as she went up for the shot, she's fouled. And it looks like that is going to be on, is it Dandy? Maybe it's Fullwood, I guess. Nope, I missed it both times. It's Macy Palmer with her first foul of the night. That is San Juan's first here in the fourth quarter as well. And at the line is that Case Tom? It is, and she misses the first, so the second on the way rolls in. So it is a 9-point lead once again for Montezuma Cortez, 57-48. And we're now under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Fullwood, a nice drive. Kick, though, And a three on the way off the glass, no good for Hayden Shumway. Rebounded by Montezuma Cortez, running the floor and missing the layup, though, is Begay. And San Juan pulls down the board. At City gets a handoff on the far side. She'll work it back out across the top of the key. Shumway moving left, hands off again. Now baseline drive, a shot no good. Follow-up try is no good. And now they battle for it. Montezuma Cortez comes out of the pack with the basketball. Down court, underneath the basket and scoring. He's up to 20 points now. Steals for Montezuma Cortez, and they have stretched the lead once again back up to 14. Now we get a whistle as there's a foul on the floor for the Lady Panthers. And the foul will be the third for Hazelroth. San Juan in the bonus, and once again at the line is Kamaya Fullwood. And she misses on the front end here. So it remains 63-49 with 2:23 to go in the game now. And here comes the second shot from Fullwood. It's off short and rebounded by Montezuma Cortez. So I think the Lady Broncos have run out of gas a little bit. Here's a travel on Taylor Whitted. They were really rallying, had pulled to within 7 on 2 or 3 occasions, and it looks like that's as close as they're going to get. Now they're dealing with a press for Montezuma Cortez, and it results in a steal once again, and it's going to be Whitted to bank this final shot in. And so Whitted has gone on a tear here of late. She's up to 9 points, and it is a 16-point lead, 65-49. There is Shumway scoring for San Juan. Hayden Shumway upping it back. Number 30, I'm not sure, 31, I'm sorry, that's Mitchell. As it's Fullwood now just floating up a shot in traffic, and that one falls. And she's up to 14 points, so she's had a pretty good game. Cadence Mitchell has 15. Those are the two leading scorers. Here's a shot for Whitted from three-point range, no good. And somehow it bounces back out to Whitted. Corner, a shot partially blocked from Macy Palmer. And a follow-up try is no good for Hernandez. And this time it comes down to Montezuma Cortez, and we're into the final 15 seconds of the ball game. It's going to be, it looks like they're going to be content to just hang out here with the basketball. Looks like the final, well, we won't say that, but we'll just wait a second as Montezuma Cortez just possessing right now. Lady Panthers, so after their loss in the last day in Shiprock, they come back with a win here against San Juan, and for San Juan, unfortunately, they fall to 2-6 on the season. Montezuma Cortez, on the other hand, improving to 2-2 on the year. So that was game number 1 of our San Juan doubleheader tonight on High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. We'll take a break. I'll get the final stats ready from that game. We'll come back out and report those, and we'll get ready to start the boys' game here tonight. Stay with us. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
In 1957, Lyle and Clea Johnson founded Lyle Northern Electric. What began as a small business in their
Back live to Montezuma Cortez High School. Rhett Sifford welcoming you in. It's High School Hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Game 1 of a San Juan doubleheader is in the books, and it was all Montezuma Cortez tonight. The Lady Panthers led from start to finish on the way to a 67-53 final. And we'll take a look at the final stats. The Lady Panthers winning all but the third quarter, as the Lady Broncos outscored Montezuma Cortez 18-16 in the third. They had a good rally going on, but ran out of gas in the fourth quarter. I think once Montezuma Cortez started pressing, that really started forcing a lot of turnovers, and so Montezuma Cortez stormed back to outscore San Juan 20-18 in the fourth quarter. The Lady Broncos fought hard, but it wasn't enough tonight against Montezuma Cortez. Let's take a look at the final shooting stats tonight. The Lady Panthers ended up shooting 48% from the floor, 28 of 59. San Juan was just 40%, 21 of 52. From inside the arc, San Juan 40%, 18 of 45. And Montezuma Cortez 50%, 20 of 40. From beyond the arc, a great night for Montezuma Cortez tonight, 8 of 19. 4 3-point baskets for Savannah Hazelroth. And let's see, 2 for Mila Begay and 1 each for Soraya Begay and Taylor Whitted. And that was a 42% shooting percentage from beyond the arc tonight for Montezuma Cortez. So an impressive night tonight for the Lady Panthers from long range. For San Juan, they were 3 of 7 for 43%, so their percentage was better than San Juan, or better than Montezuma Cortez, but not nearly as many attempts from beyond the arc. And the 3-point baskets were two of them for Sanessa at City and 1 for Macy Palmer. So again, 3 of 7, 43% for San Juan from beyond the arc. Lady Panthers were 3 of 6 for 50% from the free throw line, and San Juan was 8 of 16 for 50%. So both teams equal in percentage from the line tonight, but San Juan had a lot more opportunities, but it wasn't enough to help them out in the 67-53 final tonight. What a night for Savannah Hazelroth. She ended with 22 points for the Lady Panthers. Mila Begay had 10 points. Taylor Whitted scored 9. It was a 5-point night for 3 different players. Markilla Jones, Soraya Begay, and Case Tom. And let's see, 4-point night for both Soraya Jackson and Kalea Ogo. And then it was a 2-point night for Rayana Jones and 1 point for Trinity Tallahash. Let's see, for San Juan, it was Cadence Mitchell leading the way with 15 points. Kamaya Fullwood came off the bench. What a great night for the freshman. She had 14 points tonight. 8 points each for Sanessa At-City and Hayden Shumway. And then it was a 4-point night for both Macy Palmer and Takoa Hernandez, pardon me. And so that is the final stats for the first game of a San Juan doubleheader tonight. We're going to take another break. I believe if you're viewing on StreamUtah.Live, Caleb's going to have to reset that stream during this break. So that will reset, and you can rejoin it on StreamUtah.Live. Here in just a few moments on Red Rock 92, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back and we'll reset things, and we'll start the pregame show for the boys' game in just a few moments. Actually, it looks like Coach Cade Palmer's on his way up, possibly to chat with me, so we'll keep it here for a moment, and we'll talk with Coach Palmer. And Coach, I'm glad to finally get a chance to have an actual conversation, not just email with you. And Montezuma Cortez gave you a handful tonight. They're a pretty good team, and they had some long-range shooting on you tonight, and but you girls battled.
Yeah, they did. That's a good team. We knew they were going to be. We've read some articles on them. They had all their starters back from last year's team, and they're planning on having a good year this year. We knew they were going to be tough. Our girls played tough. We're still working on some chemistry and playing as a team, and we felt like we saw some good team bonding and chemistry and meshing finally. So that's a big win for us. We saw some personal things too that were awesome. Girls learning things, doing different things that we've been asking them to do that they haven't been doing. So we're counting it as a win. We saw good things. We're building, and keep telling the girls this is why basketball season, the preseason's 2 months long, because basketball's the hardest sport to get everyone playing together right. So we still got 2 more preseason games before we hit region. So we're hoping to just keep keep working on that chemistry and be ready for region for what really matters. So.
We pull a freshman off the bench here tonight, and she scores 14. Is that normal?
Yeah, yes. She is an amazing ball player. She only spends time in the gym. That's the only sport she does. She's always down at the rec playing, and so her IQ is really high, and just she knows how to score the ball. So we have another freshman we usually pull in too, but she kind of hurt her hand during warm-ups, and so we didn't go to her today. So, but anyway, yes, that is normal for Kamaya. She's an amazing ball player.
Well, there's some good players around her. I know you guys are battling here early in the season, and I guess, now that I'm getting a chance to actually talk with you, what are your thoughts as you head into the rest of the week?
Well, so we get one day of practice tomorrow, and then we get Whitehorse. And Whitehorse is kind of the same as this Montezuma team. They're getting things figured out. They're pretty tough this year, so we expect another good fight, and we get them at home. So we're excited for that. We're excited to avenge ourselves. We lost to them by 2 last year at home, and so we're ready to redeem ourselves a little bit from that game, and just hope the girls keep playing good and they're ready to come play tomorrow or Thursday. So,
what's the feeling in the locker room after a game like this tonight? Are they positive, knowing that things are coming together, or what's the atmosphere?
Yeah, it was a very positive atmosphere in there. A lot of the games we've just gotten our butts handed to us, and we haven't played well as a team, and so everyone's frustrated after. But no, today was really good. The atmosphere was really good in there. We played a lot better team ball, and everyone was pretty positive about it. They realized and they see the good things that we were able to accomplish and the things we were able to figure out tonight. So it was a good positive thing today.
Coach, I guess there's a requirement at San Juan High School. You have to be really tall to be a basketball coach. I'm getting tired of hurting my neck talking to you and Coach Nielsen here.
Yeah, I think that is a requirement. That's the only reason they hired me, because of my height.
Hey, we appreciate you chatting with us. I don't know if we'll get to see you for the rest of the year, but good luck to you. Of course, I'll keep in touch with you paper-wise and all, but fun to be able to see one of your games for real tonight.
Yeah, it was good to have you here, and I know the parents and people that couldn't make it were excited that you were here broadcasting it so they could watch. So we're grateful for it too.
All right, Coach, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's Coach Cade Palmer of the San Juan Lady Broncos. His team falls tonight to Montezuma Cortez. 67-53 is the final, but we've got one more game. We've still got some business to take care of here tonight as the boys are going to take on the Panthers here momentarily. We will take that break now and give Caleb a chance to reset the stream on StreamUtah.Live. So for those of you viewing tonight on your internet devices, that stream is about. What? Okay, cool. Have you already started it, or you're going to wait till I come back? Okay. What? All right, these guys have 0 stats. What day was the 6th? December 6th. What is today? Yeah. Okay, so Wednesday. All right, I'll come back here, 30 seconds. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Rhett Sifford welcoming you back live to Montezuma Cortez High School in Cortez, Colorado. It is a doubleheader of high school hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live, and we welcome you back in for Game 2 of this San Juan doubleheader. It's a triple header technically. The Monticello girls are hosting the Dolores girls in Monticello tonight on StreamUtah.Live, so there are technically 3 games on our airwaves tonight. We don't have much time for a pregame here. I think we're about to do the national anthem, so we're probably going to take another immediate break. But just want to let you know that the Montezuma Cortez boys are 3-1 coming into this game tonight. Couple of wins at the Antelope Canyon Classic in Page, Arizona a couple weeks ago, and then a 74-44 win over Monticello last Wednesday. We do have the national anthem, so we'll take another break. We'll be back out here in just a minute.
In 1957, Lyle and Clea Johnson founded Lyle Northern Electric. What began as a small business in their family home has grown into the prominent local company it is today, a third-generation owned and operated company. Lyle Northern Electric is honored to have served the people of San Juan County for the past 65 years and is a proud supporter of high school sports.
Men can take a hit. We can tough it out. We're told to suck it up a lot more than we're asked to talk it out. But the truth is, the only way to tackle what's up here is by talking it out. To simply say what we're feeling. With friends, family, or the Utah Crisis Hotline. Put this number in your contacts right now. And if you're ever wondering if you have someone to talk to, you do. 24/7.
Back live to Montezuma Cortez High School. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Rhett Sifford welcoming you back live here to Cortez, and the boys now getting the starters called. So when I have opportunity, I'll try to talk about these two teams a little bit. No stats really for Cortez, so it would just be for San Juan. But Jake Ivins, the 5'8 junior guard, number 3. Number 25, 6-foot senior guard and forward Anthony Doan. Number 14, 6-foot senior guard R.J. Daly. Number 1, 6-foot senior guard Brigham Nielsen. And it looks like Justice Black not getting the start tonight. It'll be number 5, 6'2 senior forward Keaton Ivins, the final starter. Now for Montezuma Cortez, it'll be number 2, 5'7 junior guard Caden Leonard. Number 3, 6-foot senior forward Easton Hartsoe. Number 4, 5'6 junior guard Tay Wheat. Number 5, they're just going right down the numbers here. 6-foot freshman guard Trey Hall. And finally, skipping a bunch of numbers, number 33, 6'1 sophomore guard Trace Hartsoe. San Juan wearing the road blue tonight with the yellow numbers and trim. Montezuma Cortez in the home white with the black numbers and red trim. And we're about set to get underway. Second game of a doubleheader tonight. We're glad you've joined us on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. As San Juan squares off with Montezuma Cortez here tonight. The Montezuma Cortez girls already winning game number 1. 67-53 the final in that one. And we'll see how this one turns out. The Panthers win the opening tip, and they will possess to get us underway. And it is Caden Leonard on the move. And now they'll go down into the corner, and keeping it protected down there is Hall. He sends it back up top for Caden Leonard, who just floats the 3, and the long-range 3 is good and opens the scoring. San Juan back in, or for the first time in the offensive end, I should say. And into the far corner, it's Anthony Doan. Dribble drive on the baseline to Keaton Ivins in the middle. He is fouled as he goes up for the shot, and he'll go to the line. And this is going to be on Trey Hall, the first of the night. The first for Montezuma Cortez, and Keaton Ivins for San Juan is at the line to shoot a couple. And he drains the first. So that pulls San Juan back to within 2. A 3-point basket opening the scoring tonight from Trey Hall. To Leonard. Keaton Ivins' second attempt rolls off, and here's Montezuma Cortez driving back the other way, missing a shot high off the glass is Wheat. On the rebound, a foul to San Juan, and Montezuma Cortez will go to the line, and this will be on Keaton Ivins. So there must be something about wearing jersey number 5. Those are the first 2 fouls of the night. And at the line, looking to add to the lead for Montezuma Cortez is Trey Wheat, the 5'6" junior, and he gets a nice friendly hometown roll as it bounces off the backside of the rim and then drops. So Wheat is on the board with 1 point, and that makes it 4-1. We are not quite 40 seconds into the boys' game tonight, the nightcap of this high school hoops doubleheader. Wheat's second shot bounces off a little bit long. San Juan comes down with the rebound. And then a steal or a turnover, and now a shot blocked by Anthony Doan, but it will be a foul on Doan. So the Broncos turn the ball over. Actually, Montezuma Cortez stole it. And the rebound, I believe, was to San Juan that time. I've got to find my rebound button here. Here we go. And the shot on the way from Wheat is no good. So he's been at the line 2 times now, made 1 of 2, and he misses the front end here. So second shot on the way, rolls in. So he remains 50%, and it's a 4-point lead now for Montezuma Cortez, 5-1 as we're nearing a minute into this game. Here's Anthony Doan for San Juan, dribbling across the top of the key, goes to Daly. His 3 is good, and make it 5-4. That's a big 3-point basket as Daly hits the first field goal of the game for San Juan. And here's Wheat with it for Montezuma Cortez, handing off to Leonard. Leonard will hand it off in turn to Hartsoe and back to Leonard. He's in the midcourt paint. Daly giving him a little bit of room. Now they set a little pick and roll, and a shot coming from inside the arc is no good for Leonard. San Juan with the defensive board, but now it's stolen again, and Wheat will run down court and lay it up and in. So a rebound for San Juan, but another steal for Montezuma Cortez. And San Juan now, after falling down 7-4, will bring it back in. They almost turned the ball over, but now a pass into the middle, and it will be a turnover. And so Montezuma Cortez will walk it across the line. Here's Trey Hall. And now down over to the far wing, it's Tay Wheat. Wheat will drive in, step back, tried the shot, but it was blocked by San Juan. And now a whistle as San Juan attempted to transition. This will be a foul on Montezuma Cortez. So the second foul on the Panthers. And it comes to number 33, Trace Hartsoe. 7-4 is the lead for Montezuma Cortez. So the Broncos, both the girls and now the boys, have trailed the entire night here tonight in this gym. And here's a nice drive for Jake Ivins, goes right around the D, and the finger roll with the left hand is good off the glass, and San Juan's back to within 1 at 7-6. Now the Broncos will steal the ball away. They get their first steal of the night, and down into the corner, Anthony Doan. He'll send it out to the free throw line. A 10-foot jumper is good for Brigham Nielsen, and the Broncos take their first lead of the night, 8-7. 5:20 to go in the opening quarter. And Montezuma Cortez taking their time. Now pulling up from 18 feet is Leonard, no good on the shot. And a rebound for San Juan. The Broncos back the other way. Underneath, Keaton Ivins can't make the shot. And a rebound for Montezuma Cortez. And down court, Caden Leonard makes no mistake, lays it up and in. And the Broncos back the other way. Here's R.J. Daly to Anthony Doan, right wing drive. Kicks to Jake Ivins, pulls up from 6 feet, no good. And the rebound to Montezuma Cortez. And the Panthers will slowly work it across the line. Tay Wheat on the walk-up. Now hands to the right side to Trey Hall. He's up near the top of the key, goes left wing for Hartsoe. Hartsoe drives in, left baseline spinning jumper is no good, and the rebound knocked away from Daly out of bounds, but it will be a rebound. So Hartsoe missing the shot, rebound for Daly. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Montezuma Cortez. San Juan will walk it up on the inbound, and we're down to 4:20 to go in the opening quarter. It's 9-8 for Montezuma Cortez once again. Daly with it in the offensive end for San Juan. Over on the right wing for Brigham Nielsen. Nice couple of crossovers. Finds Jake Ivins underneath. He is clobbered, no foul. And they'll send it back out as San Juan got their own rebound, and now Daly floats up a shot, no good. Jake Ivins missed. San Juan got the offensive board, though. And Montezuma Cortez coming back the other way. Boy, they don't call the foul as Jake Ivins got hammered, but they call this little ticky-tack foul right here on San Juan's Keaton Ivins, his second. And Ivins will come off as Justice Black comes into the game for the first time tonight. And Justice Black wearing 24 tonight. So I guess he wears 34 at home and now 24 on the road. So that's tough to keep in touch with. But Montezuma Cortez will reset in the offensive end. That was a foul on Brigham Nielsen apparently. 3 on the way is no good. San Juan rebounded as the Broncos work it into the offensive end. Here's an R.J. Daly 3. Yes, they left him open and he drains it. It's 11-9 San Juan. And the Panthers walking it back across. Here's Leonard. Hands off and pulling up from 19 feet is Wheat. No good. Rebounded by San Juan. But the Broncos turn it over. And coming back the other way to lay it up and in is Trey Hall for Montezuma Cortez. So San Juan's second turnover of the game. And here is Jagger Neves, had the shot blocked from behind as he's in for the first time. And here's a corner 3 on the way. And it rolls in. It took a long time, but it finally rolled in for Tay Wheat. And so he hits the 3. Montezuma Cortez back in the lead, 14-11. Here's a running bank shot. That's good for Jake Ivins, though, as San Juan answers quickly. Now the Panthers back in the offensive end. They are getting guys open in the corner right now. San Juan's D is clogged up in the middle, but now the Broncos spread it out a little bit. Montezuma Cortez had to save that from going out of bounds in the corner. Trey Hall did so. And now out high, a couple crossover dribbles. Tay Wheat around the defense. A nice handoff to Trace Hartsoe under the basket. He lays it up and in for his first points of the night, and it's a 3-point lead for the hometown Panthers. R.J. Daly misses from 17 feet, and a putback try is no good for Doan. And a third try is finally good for Doan. So Daly missed the 2. We had a couple rebounds for San Juan, and now Montezuma Cortez back the other way. Missing the shot is Hartsoe, and San Juan with the defensive rebound here. And the Broncos work it back into the offensive end, and R.J. Daly puts up a 3. No good. Rebounded by San Juan, though. So right now, San Juan winning the battle on the boards. They've got 11 rebounds to just 2 for Montezuma Cortez. Justice Black, meanwhile, uses that size to get position and banks it off the glass and in. So the Broncos retake the lead, 17-16, in what has been a good first quarter here. We're down to 1:25 to go. These two teams duking it out right now. And down into the right corner, electing to just put up the 3 is Hall, no good. Rebound for San Juan. Broncos run it up. Jagger Neves, got open, missed the shot, but Jake Ivins hits the follow-up and the foul. So Neves couldn't score, but San Juan, who have been rebounding well here in this game, get the putback. And an add one opportunity for Jake Ivins here. The foul, I am not seeing who the foul is on. It must have been Trey Hall. Yeah, it is. His second as he comes out of the game. But Jake Ivins attempting to complete a 3-point play here for San Juan, but he's unable as it rolls off, and a rebound for Montezuma Cortez. And back come the Panthers as Hartsoe brings it in. Now steps it back at the top of the key. Hands off to Wheat. Right wing 3 is on the way. Nothing. and rebounded by San Juan. So the Broncos run it up, but out of the reach of Jayton Knight, who's fresh into the game, out of bounds on the baseline, and that will turn it back over to Montezuma Cortez. And inbounding are the Panthers, and here's Tay Wheat to walk it across. No press from San Juan. Down to the final 40 seconds of the first quarter. Wheat just dissects the San Juan D, but he misses the finger roll. San Juan pulls down the rebound. Jagger Neves on the way back, missing the shot. And coming the other way, Wheat will score for Montezuma Cortez as they pull back to within one. And the Broncos will walk it across the line, and now with 15 seconds to go, they'll try to have the last possession of this quarter. Jagger Neves in traffic, but hands off to Jake Ivins. Ivins dishes at the last minute to Justice Black. It's kicked out of bounds by Montezuma Cortez. And so San Juan will reset in the offensive end with 8 seconds remaining in the quarter. The Broncos are up 19-18 in what has been a barn burner of a first quarter here. The team's going back and forth all period long. Broncos inbound. Here's a Justice Black three. That one rims off and rebounded by Montezuma Cortez. And a first quarter ends. It was a fun one. 19-18 in favor of the San Juan Broncos as we head to the second quarter. We'll take a break and return to Montezuma Cortez High School in Cortez, Colorado. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics.
Back live to Montezuma Cortez High School. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. A doubleheader of San Juan basketball tonight. The girls falling to Montezuma Cortez in the first game, but now the boys game going on, and this has been a fun one already. As we're underway in the second quarter, it looks like we've got a travel on Jagger Neves, and that will be a turnover to San Juan and back to Montezuma Cortez. And I don't know that I saw the travel that time either, but San Juan now pressing as Montezuma Cortez will try to break that. They'll lob it up, and there's a couple of good, quick passes. They almost lose it out of bounds, but are able to save it. So they will set it up in the offensive end, and that was probably a travel, but no good on the shot from Leonard. They get their own rebound, though. A three on the way is no good, but they get a second rebound as well. Now another three on the way. That one off the mark as well. And finally San Juan with the defensive board, but 2 offensive rebounds for Montezuma Cortez that time. They were unable to capitalize, though. And here's Anthony Doan for San Juan. Has the ball stripped away as he drove through the paint. And it goes out of bounds on the far corner. And it will stay with San Juan here in the offensive end. I notice Anthony Doan has the mop trimmed up a little bit. He doesn't have quite the hair he had when I last saw him a couple games ago. As San Juan will inbound the basketball. And Jagger Neves, dribble drive right through the D, gets the roll on the bank off the glass. And a nice runner that time by Jagger Neves makes it 21-18. The three-point lead matches Montezuma Cortez's largest lead of the night, which was at the start of the game. A three-point basket for Caden Leonard opened us up. Here is, speaking of, Leonard with a shot no good and rebounded by Montezuma Cortez. So they keep possession in the offensive end. Here's a three from Leonard, no good, and down to San Juan this time. And the Broncos push in transition. Keaton Ivins receives a pass on the baseline, and Brigham Nielsen misses from three-point range, but an offensive rebound for San Juan. A three-point basket, or attempt, I should say, no good for Jagger Neves. And on this rebound, a foul is coming to Montezuma Cortez. And this will be the first on Tay Wheat. This is just the, well, both teams have 4 fouls in the half now. I guess I forgot to start the second quarter, so we'll do that now. On my iPad, I'm counting wrong stats here. That's always frustrating. So at least the half is correct, but now let's see. At the line for San Juan is Keaton Ivins. So that is the first foul, in the second quarter. And Ivins makes the first of the 2 foul shots. The second is right through as well. This is a San Juan team that really kind of had a come-together type of game against American Heritage last week. It's the type of game that can really propel the Broncos through the rest of the season. This is going to be a foul on San Juan as Montezuma Cortez gets the ball in the offensive end. And this is on the floor. But boy, San Juan has really come together as a team and is really starting to believe. You can see it in their eyes. You can see the confidence they're playing with now. And a lot of players coming in and off the bench here, in and out, exchanging with each other as Jayton Knight comes back in. Jagger Neves is in there. Daly, Keaton Ivins, Trip Palmer is in for the first time tonight. The foul to San Juan I missed. I'm not sure who it was against. Now another one coming. It looks like Jayton Knight. No, it'll be a charge this time, an offensive foul. And this is on number 0, Gail Garcia. His first and the second for Montezuma Cortez in the period. And with 6:05 left in the half, it'll be San Juan basketball coming across into the front court. Jagger Neves, and Coach Nielsen is very animated as he wants his team to run a play. Jayton Knight gets a pass in the corner, misses the 3, but the Broncos get the rebound and the putback. Was that Trip Palmer? 55, or I'm not sure. So Jayton Knight missed the 3. Meanwhile, Leonard misses here. And San Juan with the defensive rebound. They get some guys off the bench, some stats here. There's a shot, no good. And Montezuma Cortez back in the offensive end. It's suddenly a 27-18 lead for San Juan, but here is Trey Hall answering for Montezuma Cortez with a tray. Speaking of, so I have missed a basket. I'm not sure. I think it was either Trip Palmer. I'm going to have to just give it to Trip, I think, and my stats may be off. It was either him or Brigham Nielsen, I think, but I'll give it to Trip, and that'll make the score right. 27-21. We got a timeout on the floor, and we'll keep it here as San Juan is up by 6. They were up by as much as 9 there briefly, but a big 3-point basket just then by Hall pulls Montezuma Cortez back to within 6, so that was a big bucket. And I want to take a moment just to let you know we're brought to you in part tonight by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Utah State University Blanding, San Juan Health, Car Shop Auto Body, Colleen Kays, author of the 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power, Red Mechanical, Flights Gymnastics, Northern Electric, Emory Telecom, Napa Motor Parts, and Creative Floors. A huge thanks to all the sponsors making the broadcast possible as we get set to come out of this timeout from San Juan. And the Broncos up by 6, 27-21. San Juan with 20 rebounds in this ballgame, out-rebounding Montezuma Cortez 20-8 so far. But the Broncos have turned the ball over more in this game as well. But right now the boards are playing a huge factor. San Juan getting a bunch of putback points as well. Here is R.J. Daly with it in the offensive end for San Juan. Backs the D in, now gives to Trip Palmer. He misses the 3, and on the rebound, a foul to Keaton Ivins over the back. And that will be Ivins' 3rd. Maybe not a foul, maybe it was just out of bounds. No, it was, and it's the 2nd on Keaton Ivins, according to the screen, or the scoreboard, I should say, but I'm not sure about that. If that was on Keaton I have it as his third, but I must be wrong. Here, meanwhile, is Montezuma Cortez's Tay Wheat handing off to Leonard. He pulls up from 19 feet, no good, and the rebound bounces off of San Juan out of bounds. It was on Keaton, so that would be his third, and I'm not sure. Maybe I just have it wrong, but I may have to fix that later on. It's a fast-paced game, that's for sure. 4:36 left in the half now. It's a 27-20 lead. 27-21 lead for San Juan. Montezuma Cortez in the offensive end. There's a nice spin move and a good little shot from Trey Hall, scoring for Montezuma Cortez, who pulled back to within 4. San Juan in quick transition. Trip Palmer in the right corner will send it cross court to Jayton Knight. Now Jake Ivins down in the left corner for San Juan. To Jayton Knight and over to the right wing for Daly. Daly holding the ball, now dribbles a couple times. Tried to send it down into double coverage to Justice Black. He had the ball intercepted, but stepping on the baseline with it was Trey Hall. So San Juan will keep it here in the offensive end. And the Broncos inbound the basketball. R.J. Daly has it out at the top of the key. He'll dribble, moving right. Hands off to Jake Ivins. Ivins with a stutter step, pulls up for the short jumper, missing. And on the rebound, a foul, I think, to San Juan. And it will be on Trip Palmer. His first, according to my stats, which are, of course, always unofficial. See, now they've got, now they put the third foul up there for Keaton Ivins, so I'm definitely just going to let them do what they're doing, and I'll do what I'm doing over here. That foul was definitely on Trip Palmer, so I guess maybe, I don't know if they're correcting their foul situation up on the board or what, but here's a three, meanwhile, on the way, no good for Raul Soto, who is just in the ball game, but an offensive rebound for the Panthers, and now a running pass to the right side, but good coverage by San Juan to not allow Easton Hartsoe to get a shot. And now the first turnover of the game to Montezuma Cortez as they throw it away out of bounds on the far sideline. And the Broncos will have a chance to walk it up here. Jake Ivins handing off to Jayton Knight. Dribble drive through the paint. Now kicks it to the right side. Back to Brigham Nielsen. He goes right through the D, but misses the over-under off the right side of the rim. And a rebound for Montezuma Cortez. The Panthers run it up off the glass, too high from Leonard. And a rebound for San Juan. The Broncos running the other way. Jake Ivins takes a pass out ahead but misses the layup. So 3 misses in a row for these two teams. And Montezuma Cortez trying to break that cycle. Here's a 19-footer that drops for Trey Hall. He had his toes on the line, so it's just a 2. They've given him a 3. That should have just been a 2. 27-25 is what I have. And we'll see if that was corrected. That should have been a 2-point basket, I believe. And we'll see if they fix that. Meanwhile, we've got a timeout on the floor. Yeah, so I think they're asking a question on that shot. I know that he was standing on the line, so I believe that should be a 2. We'll see if he ends up getting a 3, and if this ends up being a 1-point game at the end, there could be a little controversy. But a timeout meanwhile, so we'll take a quick break ourselves, just a 30-second, and we'll be back here to Montezuma Cortez. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Last year I was at my lowest, going through some pretty serious depression. A couple friends of mine stopped by the house and said they were worried about me. Said they'd feel a lot better if they could hold on to my firearms until things turned around. I think they saved my life.
If your loved ones are struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, because things do get better.
Back live to Montezuma Cortez High School, and Cortez are together discussing things. I know on my end that Trey Hall was inside the arc for that shot, so it should be a 2 and should be 27-25 right now. And so we'll see if they figure it out down there. I may end up having to take a break and go down and chat with them. I'm not sure, but I don't know. Maybe I just stay out of it. But at any rate, So they're going to discuss it now. The officials talking it over with the coaches. I don't know if right now still showing 27-26 on the scoreboard, but I've got 27-25. So, and it doesn't look like they're going to fix it. So Montezuma Cortez is going to continue with the extra point. And San Juan will work it into the offensive end. Justice Black has the ball stolen away, and Montezuma Cortez running the other way. And it is Tay Wheat to lay it up and in, and it's a tie ball game, 27-all as at halftime as we're down to 2:15 to go in this first half, and it shows 28-27 for Montezuma Cortez on the scoreboard. Easton Hartsoe missing from just inside the arc. San Juan with the rebound, but the Broncos end up having it stolen away again, and now they battle underneath the basket as nearly losing it, and now keeping it is Trey Hall. There's a shot no good, I think, from Raul Soto, and Montezuma Cortez avoids the turnover there, definitely keeping the basketball, and now it's going to be an offensive foul apparently on Jake Ivins here on the far side. And that will give it back to Montezuma Cortez with 1:44 left in the first half. As they say, he threw the elbow, so it'll be Tay Wheat to inbound on the far sideline for Montezuma Cortez. And again, 1:44 left in this first half. A 28-27 lead showing on the scoreboard for Montezuma Cortez. But the score is tied, 27-all. And we have the video evidence as well. So here's a shot no good from three-point range for Wheat, rebounded by San Juan. And the Broncos will work it across the line with a head pass. As Nielsen now finds Justice Black. He goes up for the shot, but they call him for the travel. And so that will turn it back over to Montezuma Cortez. And with 1:19 to go in the first half, Montezuma Cortez will take over in the defensive end. No press from San Juan as Tay Wheat inbounds, and the Panthers will walk it up. And it is Caden Leonard now with the basketball. He'll hand back to Wheat on the far sideline. Then he gets a cross-court pass back near the midcourt line, so Leonard has it. He'll give it back to Wheat on the far side. Wheat with a full-on cross-court pass, but it goes off the back of Anthony Doan, but San Juan's not able to complete the steal. Now a shot block for San Juan. And that's, I believe, their first block of the night. And the shot was no good for Raul Soto. But Montezuma Cortez keeps the basketball, and now Tay Wheat hands over to the left side. A three-pointer is on the way, no good from Hartsoe, rebounded by San Juan. The Broncos run it up. Anthony Doan pulls up, hands off to Jake Ivins. Now Trip Palmer is open from 10 feet, no good. And a miss on a follow-up try as well by Justice Black. So both of those players miss. But an offensive rebound in the middle there for San Juan. And now the Panthers, with just 10 seconds left in the half, have it just inside the mid-court line. And on the run is Leonard, and as he comes through, he's fouled apparently by Justice Black. No, it's going to be on Trip Palmer, his second. And this thing is getting a bit chippy here. Not as chippy as maybe the game against American Heritage the other night, but there's some passion in here tonight. And it's fun. It's a good rivalry. I have that the game is tied right now at 27-all. Scoreboard showing a 28-27 lead for Montezuma Cortez, and they are shooting now as they move into the bonus. And Caden Leonard makes no mistake as he hits the first of the two. He's got 6. And he will toe the line and shoot once more. And the shot rolls off. San Juan, it's an offensive rebound for Montezuma Cortez. Nobody's able to get a shot at the buzzer. And the half comes to an end. It's a 28-27 lead for the Montezuma Cortez Panthers after one half of play in what has been an exciting ball game so far. We'll take a break. We'll come back out for some first half stats. Stay with us. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Hi, my name is Bill Boyle. I'm editor of the San Juan Record and station manager at Red Rock Radio. In my line of work, it's important to know and understand the facts when it comes to disseminating important news and information. Parents, studies show that monitoring your kids is vital in reducing the risk of substance misuse. A teen's brain is much more susceptible to alcohol dependence than an adult's. Make sure that alcohol and other drugs are not available to your kids at home or from friends, siblings, or elsewhere. Know your children's friends and their parents and discuss with them your desire to keep your kids alcohol and drug-free and enlist their cooperation. Remember any alcoholic beverage. And of course, it's illegal for anyone to sell, offer to sell, or furnish alcohol to a minor. At some level, most kids appreciate parental monitoring. It gives them a sense of security and is a very real proof to them that their parents love them enough to care about their well-being. Together, let's continue to make San Juan County a place to raise strong and capable youth. Come on, let's do this!
Blue Mountain Hospital, we're thrilled to welcome Cade Lyman, Dane Lyman, and Brian Kirk, joining our unparalleled team of healthcare professionals. Blue Mountain Hospital has been setting the standard for rural hospitals since 2009.
Montezuma Cortez High School, an exciting first half here in the nightcap on our San Juan High School Hoops doubleheader tonight. The girls falling to Montezuma Cortez tonight, 63-57, but actually I think it was, not sure if that's a correct score. It might have been 67-53. Yes, that's correct, 67-53, but it's a barn burner in the boys' game, a 28-27 lead for the hometown Montezuma Cortez Panthers. And what was a real fun first half, and they did get the score corrected on the scoreboard, so we've got nothing to argue about anymore. It's an honest game once again, and it has been a fun one, and it is anybody's game at this point. And again, San Juan trailing Montezuma Cortez 28-27 at the half. Let's take a look at the first half stats, and winning the first quarter 21-18 was San Juan, but the Panthers rallied to win the second quarter 10-6. Are we getting some info on what's going on down here with the baseball blanket?
So it's last year. They just left after school, so they never got to present it in front of the school.
So it was a state championship? Okay, so they're honoring the Montezuma Cortez baseball state champions here tonight, who they were never able to present. It's a banner, but it looks like it's made of cloth, so it's a cloth banner that they'll hang in the gym here. So congrats to the Montezuma Cortez 2023 baseball state champions. And that is cool. So they're honoring that team here this evening, I should say, but we'll get back to our first half stats in this basketball game. And the two teams shooting-wise in the first half, Montezuma Cortez 11 of 37 from the floor for 30%. San Juan 11 of 31 for 36%. So the Broncos making the most of their opportunities. And let's see, from inside the arc, 8 of 24 for Montezuma Cortez for 33%. San Juan 9 of 22 for 41%. From beyond the arc, 3 3-pointers for the Panthers. They're 3 of 13 for 23%. San Juan 2 of 9 for 22%. And not a whole lot of foul shooting in that first half, but Montezuma Cortez 50%, 3 of 6, and San Juan is 60%, 3 of 5. The Broncos out-rebounding Montezuma Cortez in the first half, 25-13. And let's see, turnover-wise, San Juan with 6 turnovers in the first half, and the Panthers only 2. The Panthers also stole the ball away from San Juan 4 times, and San Juan with only 1 steal in that first half. Broncos have blocked a couple shots so far tonight, and Montezuma Cortez with 1 block. Individually, the scoring leaders tonight, we'll start it off with Montezuma Cortez, the hometown team. Tay Wheat leading the way with 11 points, and that is a game-high 11 points. Trey Hall has 9, and that also is higher than anybody for San Juan. And then it's a 6-point night so far for Caden Leonard, 2 points for Trace Hartsoe. The 3-point baskets, 3 of them, and 1 each for these players. Caden Leonard, Tay Wheat and Trey Hall. For San Juan, it is 2 players leading the way, Jake Ivins and R.J. Daly, both with 6 points in the first half. It's a 4-point night so far for Jagger Neves off the bench for the Broncos. 3 points for Keaton Ivins, who started tonight. And then several players have 2 points each. Brigham Nielsen, Anthony Doan, Justice Black, and Trip Palmer. And I could be wrong on that Trip Palmer basket, so if so, my apologies to whoever I'm shirking. And 3-point baskets tonight, only 2 of them for San Juan so far, both of those for R.J. Daly. So that's the first half stats. San Juan's largest lead was up to 7 points in the first half. Montezuma 4, but both teams erased those deficits. And at the end of one half, it's Montezuma Cortez 28, San Juan 27. We'll take a break and come back out for the second half. You're listening to High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
Men can take a hit. We can tough it out. We're told to suck it up a lot more than we're asked to talk it out. But the truth is, the only way to tackle what's up here is by talking it out. To simply say what we're feeling. With friends, family, or the Utah Crisis Hotline. Put this number in your contacts right now. And if you're ever wondering if you have someone to talk to, you do.
In 1957, Lyle and Clea Johnson founded Lyle Northern Electric. What began as a small business in 65.
San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union. We have branches available in Blanding, Montezuma.
Back live to Montezuma Cortez High School in Cortez, Colorado. It is the site of our high school hoops doubleheader tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. We're glad you've joined us. The Montezuma Cortez girls victorious tonight by the final of 63 to, I'm sorry, I keep getting this wrong. It's 67 to 53. And for us, it's a barn burner in the boys game right now, a 28 to 27 lead for Montezuma Cortez. So the Broncos trying to avoid being swept here tonight in Cortez. Of course, there have been lots of other games as well. JV and C teams all playing tonight in what is a 6-game event here this evening at the Montezuma Cortez High School. We are brought to you in part tonight by the San Juan School District CTE programs, Blue Mountain Foods, Energy Fuels, Precision Rehab, Pharmacy, Canyonlands Tire, Diamond Propane, Red's Ace Hardware, Southeastern Utah 7-Eleven stores, and Blue Mountain Hospital. A huge thanks to all the sponsors who make these broadcasts possible all season long. We're in store for a fun second half here. It's a 1-point lead for the hometown Panthers as the teams come back out on the floor here. And we are set to begin the second half. It'll be Montezuma Cortez basketball on the arrow. And the Panthers inbound it. We are underway in the third quarter. And here's a little crossover by Tay Wheat. He ended up walking with the basketball, and that turns it back over to San Juan. So the third turnover of the night now for Montezuma Cortez to start this second half. Here's Jake Ivins on the drive. Underneath to Keaton Ivins, but Ivins had pushed off of his defender, Trace Hartso, and for Keaton Ivins, that's going to be his fourth foul and the first for San Juan in this half. I've got it as his fourth foul, and again, I'm not added an extra one at some point, but we'll see. That'll all work out in the wash probably. Here is a spinning fade that's good for Hartso. From falling to the floor is Brigham Nielsen, and Montezuma Cortez is able to steal that ball away, or the Broncos turned it over, I should say. And the Panthers will set it up. Here's a left corner three from Wheat, no, and rebounded by San Juan. And Jagger Neves does a good job to outweight the defense and goes up and lays it in. He has 6 on the night, and San Juan back to within. We'll go to San Juan this time, and Anthony Doan steps to the defensive baseline to inbound to Jake Ivins, and Ivins will run it across on the right-hand dribble, then hands off to Doan, back to Ivins. Lobs it up for Neves on the right wing. He's double-teamed, kicks it back out. Ivins is fouled as he makes Doan. Doan will work it back across the line. Hands to Nielsen, now back to Doan. In the paint, he loses the basketball and turns it over. And Montezuma Cortez on a fast break. Tay Wheat goes up and lays it in, and this 5'6" junior is a weapon, that's for sure. And he gives Montezuma Cortez a 3-point lead again. San Juan now turns it over again. And the Panthers have it back in the offensive end, working it around the perimeter. Wide open left wing three for Hartso is good. And it's 35-29, the biggest lead of the night for Montezuma Cortez. As Doan works his way into the rebounded by Montezuma Cortez once again. Hartso back left wing for Hall. And as San Juan transitioned, I don't know if it is a foul. It is on Trey Hall, and this will be his third. And for Montezuma Cortez, their second foul in this quarter. And it looks like Hall will step off the floor. He will indeed. As it looks like number 15, Ridge Hatathli, comes in for the first time tonight, I believe. Meanwhile, 2 as San Juan pulls back to within 3. On the delayed dribble, Leonard now hands off, gets it back. Left wing. The Broncos run the floor and score. Trip Palmer. Trip Palmer has 4 on the night, according to my stats, which are completely unofficial. The Broncos are back to within 1. Make it 4 as Trace Hartso drains the 3. And San Juan back in the offensive end now. Jake Ivins bounce it into the corner. Jagger Neves around the D to the hole, but he had the shot partially blocked. And now on the rebound, a whistle, or the loose ball, I should say. It wasn't really a rebound. And it looks like it went out of bounds off Montezuma Cortez. So San Juan keeps it in the offensive end. And they get it in immediately. Nice basket for Trip Palmer as Doan found him wide open underneath the bucket. He lays it in off the glass, and San Juan finds a man going to the bucket, and Easton Hartso. Weed, and now they try to touch pass underneath the basket, but I don't think Hatathli was expecting it. It goes out of bounds on the baseline, coming back the other way to San Juan. And across the line comes Jake Ivins, now to Brigham Nielsen. Sends it into the paint, and Anthony Doan is run into by Wheat there. And I think that's going to be the third foul on the Montezuma Cortez Jr. They're going to talk it over. As is Raul Soto, the 6'1" senior forward. Anthony Doan set to inbound the basketball here for San Juan with 3:35 to go in the third quarter, down 40-36. Brigham Nielsen finds Trip Palmer wide open again. Nobody's bothering to cover Palmer, and he's had 2 wide open baskets in the last couple possessions. San Juan's back to within 2, 40-38. Now Palmer steals. He'll run the floor, and it's a two-handed dunk for the 6'1" sophomore. And he hung on the rim, and I think he's going to get a warning. And Palmer with the two-handed dunk. And that's always fun. And that ties the ball game at 40. Wow. So the scoop and score, the cherry on top was the jam. And with 3:14 to go in the third, Trip Palmer apparently uses no effort to dunk the ball. He was up above the rim with ease. And that looked very comfortable for the sophomore. My goodness. Montezuma Cortez trying to answer, and they will, as Caden Leonard with a quick release on the runner beats Trip Palmer. And now a three on the way for San Juan is no good from Daly. Rebounded by Montezuma Cortez. And the Panthers will walk it across, leading once again 42-40 in what really has turned into an exciting basketball game here tonight between these two local rivals. And now Jake Ivins on the dribble across the line to Daly for three. No. And the rebound is battled for in the paint, and finally coming away with it and drawing a foul is Caden Leonard for Montezuma Cortez. And it will be on Trip Palmer. I think it's his third. Got it as his second. So my fouls are off somewhere, but I do know it's the second here in this third quarter for San Juan. And Montezuma Cortez inbounds the basketball. San Juan with a press here. And a good job by the Panthers to beat that, but Trip Palmer gets a big shot block for San Juan, and coming the other way and scoring is Anthony Doan. So Easton Hartsoe was stuffed, but now because he had fallen down, he's way down ahead of everybody, takes a full court pass and lays it in. So Montezuma Cortez reestablishes their lead, 44-42. Now the ball is stolen away by Caden Leonard, and he draws a foul on the man he stole it from, Anthony Doan, on the run down court. And so both teams with 3 fouls in the third quarter, and we've got 2 minutes remaining in the frame. 44-42 lead for Montezuma Cortez. You're getting the feeling that this is going to be a last to score situation as well. In fact, San Juan led by as much as 7 points in that first quarter. Here was a good effort by Trace Hartsoe, but he missed the shot, and the Broncos, I think, got the rebound and drew a foul, and it is against Easton Hartsoe. So the defensive board for the Broncos, the foul on Hartsoe is his first, but now the fourth on Montezuma Cortez in the third quarter. So San Juan on the verge of going into the bonus, but it is winding down to the final 140 of this third quarter. Here's Jagger Neves, bounce it to Justin Black, uses the size, goes to the hole and scores with the left hand off the glass. We're all tied at 44 once again. Here comes Montezuma Cortez again. Little stutter step from Leonard. Runs into the defensive Daly. Now kicks it into the middle. And in traffic in there. Now they'll find Hartsoe, and he just comes right through the paint with a little bit of a hook shot and makes that bucket, giving Montezuma Cortez the lead again. Kick into the corner. 3 on the way from Neves. Misses everything. And a man goes down for Montezuma Cortez in the ensuing battle. And it will be a foul, I think, on San Juan. And on number 24, it would appear. They don't have a 20. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's Justice Black. I've got him in my roster as 34 because that's what he normally wears. But apparently 24 on the road. And so with a 46-44 lead, Montezuma Cortez will inbound the ball. I think I need to give them a defensive rebound on that play, too, since it was a foul. And here's a stutter step for Leonard, but I think they called a timeout first. Coach Mike Hall for these Montezuma Cortez Panthers calling the timeout with 1:07 remaining in the third quarter, and his Panthers enjoying a 46-44 lead. It's a full minute timeout. We'll take a break ourselves. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, Ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
Back live to Montezuma Cortez High School in Cortez, Colorado. High school hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. We're glad you've joined us tonight. This has been an outstanding basketball game on the boys' side tonight as these two teams have duked it out back and forth. Montezuma Cortez out of the timeout drains the 10-footer as Ridge Hatathli gets his first basket. And I tell you, these teams looking good, but now, unfortunately for Montezuma Cortez, Caden Leonard is hobbled on this play. And he is having trouble putting weight on the left ankle, it looks like. Now they're actually looking at the right side. So, boy, this would be a blow for Montezuma Cortez. Leonard has been outstanding tonight for the Panthers. Looks like he's going to come off under his own power. So he will have to be replaced temporarily, and he'll go to get checked out. The Panthers leading 48-44. The Lady Panthers winning already tonight. 67-53 the final. And here come the Broncos with the basketball back into the offensive end. Jagger Neves thought about the three, now dribbles through to the hole and gets the roll. And the Broncos answer immediately. They stay within two. It's 48-46. These two teams trading baskets here in the second half so far. Nobody's been able to establish too much momentum. Now here's a three on the way off the glass, no good. Getting his own rebound and rimming it out again is Wyatt Oliver. Back-to-back threes, no good. 2 rebounds, though, and they finally get it in. Ridge Hatathli. That was some real tenacious play right there by Montezuma Cortez. And San Juan back the other way. I'm going to have to do some quick finger work here. I've got to get some rebounds as the buzzer sounds, but San Juan can't get the bucket. Jagger Neves and Justice Black missing opportunities right there at the end of the period. And boy, it is fast and furious here. So San Juan got an offensive rebound, a couple of those for Montezuma Cortez. And then finally scoring on that play was ultimately Ridge Hatathli. So I've got to get that put on the score, and the third period is done. It's a 50-46 lead for Montezuma Cortez heading into the fourth quarter of what, to me, has been the most exciting game of the season so far this year. Of course, I know San Juan won in overtime against Wayne in the second game of the year, and I wasn't there to see that, so I have no comparison to make, but this has been a real barn burner tonight. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back out here to start the fourth quarter in Montezuma Cortez. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. In Cortez, Colorado. One final period here tonight as the San Juan Broncos are here taking on the Montezuma Cortez Panthers, and still anybody's game. Looking forward to an exciting fourth quarter here, and we are underway. The Panthers have the basketball. Still haven't seen Caden Leonard come back out for Montezuma Cortez, and he is not on the bench. So I don't know if we'll be seeing him again tonight. He hurt his right leg on a recent play. Now Montezuma Cortez getting a three, no good. They get their own rebound, though. Now they're battling for it over there. It looks like it was always being battled for, so San Juan actually comes away with the board. And the Broncos will work it in. Jake Ivins on the run, can't score. Moving right, shooting left, but he does draw a foul, and he'll go to the line. This is our first trip to the line in the second half, I believe. And this is on Trace Hartsoe. So, yeah, it does look like Caden Leonard might be done for the night. We'll watch that, but at the moment, Ridge Hatathli's in there for him, so I'll put him in on my roster, and it looks like Jake Ivins makes the first of the 2 foul shots. Second one rims out, though, and a rebound for Montezuma Cortez, and the Panthers will walk it up. Handing back to Wheat is Hartsoe. Wheat on the dribble left, and now sends it back to the right to Hartsoe. Hartsoe on the left-hand dribble, almost mishandled. He's got Jake Ivins draped all over him, but now hands off. And Wyatt Oliver will put up a 3, no good. And the rebound out of bounds, it's going to be a jump ball. And it will be San Juan basketball coming the other way. So I'm not sure. Apparently the ref lost sight of who touched it last, so called the jump ball. And it actually works out for San Juan as they'll get possession. And now it does look like I can see Caden Leonard back on the bench for Montezuma Cortez, and now we get a foul off the ball, it looks like, here on Keaton Ivins. And so this is where it starts to come in. So I guess that'll be his 4th. I mean, I have it as his 5th, so. And they've got it up on the board as his 4th, so Montezuma Cortez, meanwhile, quickly back in the offensive end. And here's a 3 from Hartsoe, yes. Drained it from the left wing, and it's a 53-47 lead. Oh, maybe they just gave him 2, I think. Must have just given him 2 on that. And so I will have to fix that. And now we get a whistle with San Juan in the offensive end, and looks like a foul off the ball on Montezuma Cortez. And again, this is those number 5s registering fouls as Keaton Ivins and Trey Hall trade fouls again. This is the 4th on Trey Hall as well. Now San Juan inbounds, and here's Keaton Ivins, drive through the lane, and they call him for the charge, and that's it. Keaton Ivins is going to foul out on that play. And so he will be replaced by Trip Palmer, and that's not a bad trade-off for San Juan the way Palmer has played tonight. And so Keaton Ivins is done. That's the 2nd foul on San Juan here in the 4th quarter. And Montezuma Cortez has the basketball. Wheat sending it over near side to Trace Hartsoe. He'll hand off. And getting into trouble is Wyatt Oliver, but he kicks it into the middle. Here's Wheat, and Wheat runs over his defender, and that's a charge on Wheat. So the teams trade offensive charges here. And that'll be coming the other way for San Juan, and that is now the 4th foul on Tay Wheat. So you've got Tay Wheat and Trey Hall for Montezuma Cortez. And let's see, I think nobody has 4 fouls for San Juan anymore now that Keaton Ivins has fouled out. Meanwhile, San Juan back in the offensive end, and Anthony Doan drives through to the bucket, but he kind of got out of control, and as he put it up, he lost the handle and was unable to get himself under control. It was a defensive board for Montezuma Cortez. Meanwhile, coming back the other way, Caden Leonard misses a shot, but an offensive rebound for Cortez, and now a 3 for Trey Hall. 55-47, it's up to an 8-point lead, the largest of the night for Montezuma Cortez. Trying to answer is Jayton Knight, misses the 3, and on the rebound, Brigham Nielsen is fouled. As these two teams continue to duke it out. And San Juan, let's see who the foul is on. It's going to be the 4th on Montezuma Cortez and the 3rd now on Trace Hartsoe. And we're going to get a timeout with 5:29 to go. I think San Juan wants to talk it over. 55-47 is the lead for the Montezuma Cortez Panthers as we're down into the final 5.5 minutes of this ball game. What has been a very exciting back-and-forth battle between these two local rivals, and a game I haven't seen or covered in a long time. I have not seen a game between San Juan and Montezuma Cortez or Monticello and Montezuma Cortez on the boys' side since the 2018 season, 2017-2018. So it's been a long time for me, and this has not disappointed tonight. Our broadcast on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Furniture Gallery, Dependable Auto Repair, Primary Residential Mortgage, Four Corners Electric, San Juan School District Adult Education, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Bradford Tire, and San Juan Counseling. And a big thanks once again to all the sponsors who have made this broadcast possible. Now Trip Palmer receives the inbound pass in the back court. And the Broncos work it back in. Jake Ivins right through the D, and he gets the layup. So a good play by San Juan out of the timeout. And now the Panthers will have it back in the offensive end. Down underneath the basket, it's intercepted. And the Broncos coming the other way. Anthony Doan goes around the D and lays it in. And the Montezuma Cortez lead is trimmed to 55-51 with 4:45 left in the game. And now coming back the other way, they thought about the three. Now they do take the three as Caden Leonard misses it. Rebounded by San Juan. Broncos running the other way. And Anthony Doan just throws up a prayer as he's flying out of bounds. No good. And that comes down to Montezuma Cortez on the loose ball. And as they drive into the offensive end, San Juan commits a foul. And this will be Jake Ivins' second. And so let's see who's coming in and out. It looks like Wyatt Oliver will come out. And I believe he's replaced by Trey Hall, who comes back into the game with 4 fouls. But Tay Wheat will hand to him top of the key. Now on to Caden Leonard. And it's good to see Leonard back out there for Montezuma Cortez after the injury to the leg. There's a three, no good for Trey Hall. Rebounded by San Juan. And the Broncos bring it across the line. Jake Ivins on the dribble. Goes to the right side. Anthony Doan thought about the three, but drives baseline and scores it off the glass. And the Broncos are back to within 2, 55-53 with under 4 to go. Tay Wheat with a little head fake, gets his man off and hits the 2. Had his foot on the line. And now what is the call here? I think it must just be a timeout for San Juan. Timeout San Juan, I believe. Maybe Montezuma Cortez timeout. That's what it is. And so Montezuma Cortez leading San Juan 57-53. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here to let you know that high school hoops tonight on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live is brought to you in part by Pick-A-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, San Juan Mortuary, Four Corners Homes, Utah Navajo Health System, Main Street Drug and Boutique, San Juan Credit Union, Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage, and Innovation Medical Group. And a huge thanks to all the sponsors. We couldn't do it without you, so a huge thanks. And this has been a real fun one tonight as these two teams have gone back and forth all night long. The Montezuma Cortez girls winning earlier tonight, 67-53. But this one is a barn burner, 57-53 right now in favor of the Panthers, but San Juan out of the timeout, score off the glass. Anthony Doan up to 10 points now. Trip Palmer also has 10 off the bench for San Juan tonight. The Broncos are back to within 2 again, 57-55. Here's Tay Wheat on the drive. He's fouled as he comes through by Jayton Knight. No, it's not going to be Jayton Knight. It'll be Trip Palmer's 4th, and that's a tough break for San Juan. Well, they've got that just as his 3rd, so I guess I'll just keep it that way myself and have the stats wrong. And here is Montezuma Cortez in the offensive end. On the reset, and it's Leonard handing to Tay Wheat. Wheat holding it on the left wing on the perimeter. Dishes right side for Easton Hart not to try to shoot in traffic under there. And now the Panthers will work it out back high. There's no shot clock in Colorado. So no shot clock running here. And a beautiful 10-footer is good for Caden Leonard as he spun at the free throw line, put up the shot, and it rolled in. And here comes Jagger Neves on the run, down through the D to Trip Palmer right side. Now scoring and a foul is Jake Ivins, as they got it to him in the middle. And the foul will be the fourth on Trace Hartsoe. San Juan a chance at a three-point play here. They could make this a one-point ball game. Jake Ivins at the line for the Broncos. 2:42 is all that remains in this game. And it is still anybody's game. Ivins hits the free throw. So it is 59-58. We're going to get another timeout. 2:42 to go. 1 point lead for the hometown Panthers. We'll take a break ourselves. Stay with us. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
In the scope of a lifetime, 10 minutes is often long enough to reconsider the decision to end one's own life. If you have a friend or family member who is struggling with suicide or depression, talk to them about temporarily storing their firearms away from their home, because even a 10-minute delay can make a lifetime of difference. Let's help end tragic firearm deaths in Utah.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
The girls already in the books, and Montezuma Cortez winning that one 67-53. The boys embroiled in a battle here with 2:42 to go. The Panthers leading San Juan by 1 point, but the Broncos get the steal here. Anthony Doan is fouled as he goes up for the shot, and he will go to the line to shoot two with a chance for San Juan to retake the lead after a long time with a deficit. And let's see who the foul was on. It's on Trey Hall, and that is his fifth. And so Trey Hall will foul out of the ball game with 12 points, and he gets a round of applause, rightfully so. And it's going to be Ridge Hatathli coming back in to replace him. Meanwhile, Anthony Doan ties the ball game with a foul shot, and one more forthcoming could give San Juan the lead again. And it has been a while since they've been in the lead, since the first half, and he drains it. So a portion of the game that gave San Juan fits for the last year and a half, and they've really come on of late and have been shooting well from the line. Now Montezuma Cortez breaks the press, but Tay Wheat misses a three-pointer. San Juan with the defensive rebound, and now the Broncos can stretch the lead. Jagger Neves through the D, though, but he's too hard off the glass with the shot. And the rebound down to Montezuma Cortez. They run the floor and draw a foul. And the foul will be on Jake Ivins, it would appear, his third. And both teams are in the bonus now. And so shooting two is Montezuma Cortez, and it's Easton Hartsoe at the line. Looks like he and his brother have, I'm guessing it's his brother, have shared their shoes, as they each have one orange and one green, and they both match as if they've traded the pairs with each other. I love it. Hartsoe, meanwhile, misses both, and that is huge. As the lead remains 60-59 for San Juan. They got the rebound and score as Jake Ivins lays it up and in down court. And the Broncos are up 62-59. Now a shot block for Trip Palmer, but they'll call him for a foul as he must have had contact with the body. And Trip Palmer will foul out of it. No, I'm sorry, that's his fourth. That's his fourth now. But it is a shooting foul, obviously, for Tay Wheat. Tense moments with under 2 minutes to go in the game now. And the Broncos up by just 3 points after they just reestablished the lead. But Tay Weed has been excellent all game long for Montezuma Cortez, and he's going to get the roll on this first shot. And that makes it 62-60. So the 5'6" junior guard can make this a 1-point game. He's not able, though, as the shot bounces off. San Juan pulls down the rebound barely. And the Broncos on the run. Jake Ivins drive and kick. And now Jagger Neves is hammered as he drives in. And they call a charge on Jagger. And that I have as his first foul of the night. And boy, there was a lot of movement down there, but they call the charge on Neves. And so Montezuma Cortez basketball, inbounding it, coming back the other way. 105 seconds left in this game. It's a 62-60 lead for San Juan, and it's going to be a timeout for Montezuma Cortez as head coach Mike Hall makes the call. And again, 1:43 now left in this game, and a 62-60 lead for San Juan. Man, as the Broncos have trailed for the majority of this game, but this thing has been back and forth all night. And so it is still anybody's game right down to the wire on this thing. And just taking a look into the future here at what's going on for San Juan. And let's see, I've got, well, this doesn't seem correct. I'm looking at Deseret News, and I don't believe they have a correct schedule here. So I need to head back on over to Max Preps, I think, and I know they've got the right schedule. But meanwhile, Montezuma Cortez inbounds, but San Juan intercepts, but Jagger Neves is unable to make the layup. And Montezuma Cortez with the rebound. They've got it back in the offensive end, and Tay Wheat unable to score, but he draws a foul and will shoot two. And Coach Nielsen is not happy with the way the game has been called for the last couple minutes here, and I'd say he might have a bit of a case, but it is Tay Wheat at the line for Montezuma Cortez and could tie this ball game. The foul is the third for Jake Ivins, and Wheat does make the shot. So one more shot forthcoming, and we could have ourselves a tie ball game. Wheat's second shot on the way, rims in. And so it is all knotted at 62 with 90 seconds left. And you heard me say anybody's game. That's absolutely a fact right now. Anthony Doan drove through, but after the whistle, and might have ended up with a basket, but San Juan's going to talk it over on a timeout. 1:24 left in this game. We're all tied at 62. And this has been an absolute barn burner here tonight in the Montezuma Cortez High School gym. Just want to take a look at what's coming up for San Juan. It's a pretty busy week, and obviously winding down the pre-Christmas portion of the schedule. 3 games coming up for the Broncos, and it's going to start off this weekend at a round-robin tournament in Enterprise. So we'll travel over there on Friday, and it's a 4 p.m. tip against Roland Hall. And then the winner of that game will take on either Enterprise or, guess who, American Heritage the next day. So either way, you're going to play Enterprise or American Heritage. The 2 losers will meet at 1:30. The 2 winners will meet at 3 on Saturday. So we're hoping for a late return back to Blanding that night. We're hoping that San Juan will win that first game and win the second game as well. And it's going to be a tough round robin for the San Juan Broncos this weekend. So 4 o'clock Friday against Roland Hall, and then it's to be determined on Saturday, either 1:30 or 3 p.m. against either Enterprise or American Heritage. And then the Broncos will close out the pre-Christmas portion of the schedule with the traditional pre-Christmas rivalry matchup with the Monticello Buckaroos. And this season, that one's going to take place in Blanding, and that will be next Tuesday. And that will be the final game for the boys before Christmas. And so that is what is on tap for us here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Meanwhile, 1A teams, Monticello's teams, the boys and the girls, will both be playing in the Bulldog Classic in Dove Creek this coming weekend. So there's going to be a lot of basketball. We're going to have to figure out our coverage, I think. As San Juan now inbounds the basketball, we're back underway. All tied at 62. Last minute 15 of this game. Here's Jayton Knight with the look, and he drains the three. Jayton Knight gives San Juan a 65-62 lead. And now the Broncos steal the ball away, or it's a turnover, I should say. And the Broncos have it in the offensive end now, under a minute to go. And Anthony Doan goes down, but he keeps dribbling, and now a nice pass to Jagger Neves under the basket. Can't get the first try to go. He's fouled on his putback attempt, and that is some tenacious work by the 6'1 sophomore underneath, though he missed, and he's been a bit crazy here this evening. He stayed with it, got the rebound, and ended up with the putback there. But he draws the foul. He couldn't get the shot to fall. But he'll shoot two from the line. And the foul is the first on Ridge Hatathli. Meanwhile, Neves can't make the first of the two fall. So these are huge foul shots right here. And that gives Montezuma Cortez life. For San Juan, they really need Jagger Neves to make this shot right here. And he does. So he gets the second of the two. And the Broncos are up by 4, 66-62. Now Neves steps in to grab the ball as the Panthers get it in, and he forces the jump ball, and it will be Panther basketball. But Jagger Neves with some real passionate play here of late and is helping his team out. Montezuma Cortez trying to inbound to break a press here. San Juan deflects this out of bounds. Jagger Neves, and now the Broncos have to back the press off into the backcourt here. So Montezuma Cortez will get a free pass across the line with 45 seconds to go. And they're going to work it in, and now they've got some urgency, of course. Here's Caden Leonard with the basketball. Backs it out on the right wing. Puts up the college three, no good. And they battle. San Juan comes away with the rebound. And the Broncos will work it across. Jagger Neves. And now, if you're Montezuma Cortez, I was going to say, you have to step in and foul. And finally, Caden Leonard does. And this will put the Broncos to the line as Jagger Neves will make the trip. He has 12 points right now. The Broncos have 4 players in double-digit scoring tonight. That is the first time all season that has happened. And this has been quite a game. I mean, it's like we said the other night after American Heritage, we knew that was the type of game that could galvanize a team and has really led to where we are tonight with the Broncos playing like they are against a tough Montezuma Cortez team. And now Jake Ivins hits the first of the 2 foul shots. So suddenly the Broncos are up by 6 as Ivins hits both. And the Broncos are up 68-62 with only 20 seconds to go. So now it's full-on urgency for Montezuma Cortez. And the Broncos are going to steal the ball away. Jagger Neves down court for the layup. And that'll do it. Down to 10 seconds to go. Coach Nielsen telling his players to back it off. Down to 6 seconds and 4, 3, 2, 1. And a basket at the buzzer for Caden Leonard is the way it will end. But a real gutsy win by the San Juan Broncos here tonight. 70-64 is the final. What a battle in this game tonight. Montezuma Cortez led for the majority. But the Broncos rallied in the fourth quarter to win this one, 70-64. What a finish here tonight. What an exciting game all the way around. Good basketball on both sides all night long, and that was one of the funnest basketball games that I've had the privilege of watching. So that was a lot of fun. Boy, it would be a fun rivalry between these two teams more than once a season. That was a good basketball game. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll come back out one final time for the final game stats. We'll see if Coach Nielsen remembers us up here and comes up for a chat. I know that was an exciting win, so we may get forgotten, I'm not sure, but I'll have a chance to talk with him in Enterprise if so. But a 70-64 win for the San Juan Broncos here tonight as they improved to 3-5 on the season. And we'll take a break, and we'll be back out here for final stats at Montezuma Cortez High School. Stay with us. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Utah is our home, unique in its strengths and struggles. And sadly, suicide in Utah is one of our greatest challenges. So people across the state are coming together to answer the call, to change our culture around suicide and mental health, to give hope and provide genuine help. Together, we can get through, lift up, look ahead, and live on. Learn how you can reach out at liveonutah.org.
Hello, my name is David Palmer, and I am the Parks and Recreation.
Hi, my name is Sylvia Stubbs. As a recently elected San Juan County Commissioner,
We are so excited to collaborate with SJC-PAC, Coalition, and San Juan Counseling to bring parents-empowered messaging to our beautiful Wellness Center pool area.
Parents Empowered is a Utah campaign designed to help parents understand the power they have in reducing the risk of underage drinking.
Survey data tells us that youth perception of risk in San Juan County in all grades went from 83.6% in 2019 to 68.3% in 2021. This means our kids don't understand the damage that alcohol and other drugs can cause on their developing brains.
Did you know that Utah teens reported that parental disapproval is the #1 reason they choose not to drink?
Never assume your children know what your rules, expectations, and attitudes are. Write them down and discuss them with your kids so they understand the reasons behind them.
Bonding is essential to preventing underage drinking. Children are less likely to drink when the parents are involved in their lives.
Welcome back live to Montezuma Cortez High School. Rhett Sifford welcoming you back in. It's High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live as we start the postgame show for the second time tonight after an absolutely exciting 70-64 win for the San Juan boys over the Montezuma Cortez Panthers tonight. What a battle this game was. The girls, on the girls' side, in the first game tonight of our doubleheader, Montezuma Cortez winning that one 67-53. But, boy, we had a back-and-forth battle here tonight in the nightcap with the two boys' teams duking it out here. And we'll take a look at the final stats now and look forward to maybe a conversation with Coach Easton Nielsen here momentarily. But, oh, that took me off. Maybe here we're back on. I guess that was my own cord. So Easton Nielsen may come up and chat with us, not sure. But let's look at these final stats, and we'll just start by scoring by period here first. And San Juan opened up with a 21-18 lead after one quarter, but Montezuma Cortez rallied to take a halftime lead by 1 point. They won the second quarter 10-6 and led 28-27 at the half. They led from the second quarter on all the way until the fourth quarter. But how about this? Montezuma Cortez winning the third quarter 22-19, but the Broncos outscoring the Panthers 20 quarter to rally to win this ball game tonight. Both teams' largest lead was up to 8, and I'll tell you, Montezuma Cortez had that lead, I think, in the fourth quarter, definitely in the third quarter, but at some point clearly in the second half they had that lead, and boy, what a gutsy win for the San Juan Broncos to come back tonight. Final shooting stats, we'll start with Montezuma Cortez, and we'll just go right down the line for them. They were 26 of 66 from the floor, 39% tonight, 20 of 40 from inside the arc for 50%. 6 of 26 from long range, 23%. And then from the line, also 50%, 6 of 12. For San Juan, 28 of 63 from the floor for 44%. So they outshot the Panthers from the floor. And then let's see, 24 of 48 for 50% from inside the arc. These stat lines very similar between these two teams. The Broncos 4 of 15 from beyond the arc for 27%. 10 of 14 from the free throw line. So they continue to get 70% or better foul shooting. And I think really this is just the best indication for this team is how well they've been doing in a portion of the game that they struggled with for so long. And so it really bodes well for them. Looking at other team stats tonight, San Juan out-rebounding Montezuma Cortez 39-26. Of course, all this is unofficial. 10 turnovers for San Juan and just 6 for the Panthers, however. And the Panthers stole the ball 5 times from San Juan. The Broncos only 1 steal tonight, but San Juan blocked 4 Panthers shots, and the Panthers blocked a couple. Now individually, let's take a look at these two teams, and starting with the hometown Panthers, Tay Wheat leading the way, not surprisingly, and he had a game-high 18 points. Then 3 players for the Panthers with 12 points apiece, Caden Leonard, Trey Hall, and Trey O. It was Easton Hartsoe with a 6-point night, and Ridge Hatathli coming off the bench in that second half to score 4. The 3-point baskets, there were 6 for Montezuma Cortez, and it was 2 each for Trey Hall and Trace Hartsoe, and 1 apiece for Caden Leonard and Tay Wheat. For the San Juan Broncos, 4 players in double-digit scoring for the first time this season, and it was Jake Ivins leading the way with a 16-point night. Jagger Neves had 14, Anthony Dome with 12, Trip Palmer into the night with 10 points this evening. A 6-point night for R.J. Daly, 4 for Justice Black, 3 each for Keaton Ivins and Jayton Knight, and 2 points for Brigham Nielsen. 4 3-point baskets. There were 2 for R.J. Daly. Those were in the first half. And 1 each for Jagger Neves and Jayton Knight. Neves had a huge 3-pointer there in the fourth quarter that helped San Juan keep their lead. And or maybe it was when they were rallying to tie and then take the lead. I can't remember the time frame there, but a big 3-pointer for Jagger Neves. And what an all-around game for this San Juan team, as they really take the springboard of that American Heritage loss last week, but a real galvanizing effort for this team, and it showed here tonight in an outstanding effort against Montezuma Cortez. I see things are being cleaned up. Maybe what I'll do here is I'll take one final quick break, and we'll come back out to close things up. We'll give Coach Nielsen a chance to come up and chat with us if he wants, and if not, we'll close it out when we come back. So stay with us. Again, it's a 70-64 win for the San Juan Broncos here tonight in Cortez. We'll be back in just a minute here on the High School Hoops postgame show. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Final time, Rhett Sifford welcoming you back. It is High School Hoops on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live, and we're excited to be joined by an out-of-breath head coach for the San Juan Broncos, Easton Nielsen. Coach, I mean, it's been a while since I've seen such a good game. Maybe you should play Cortez all year. What a barn burner that was.
Holy cow. You know, I'll be honest, it was maybe a little more of a barn burner than we would have liked it to have been with the amount of turnovers we had and the amount of offensive boards we gave up in the first half. We definitely didn't do what we needed to do with the little things in the first half. So, yeah, I mean, that team, I'm going to give them a lot of credit. They executed their offense pretty well down the stretch. They have some kids that hit some timely shots and that put a lot of pressure on us. And, you know, that's the mark of a competitive basketball team. So credit to them. But at the end of the day, I'm proud of our guys. I'm proud of the fight that, you know, to carry us through it the last 4 minutes there. Executed our press well, got some looks off of that, which were very timely. Even though we missed a few layups, it turned out to be enough. So we're happy to leave here with a win.
Yeah, you know, we talked last week, of course, about the galvanization that you had in that loss with American Heritage, and it showed tonight. You guys are really coming together as a team. I think it's the first time all year you've had 4 players in double-digit scoring.
That's news to me. I don't know if I would have thought that, to be completely honest. But yeah, I mean, we really feel good about where we're getting to as a team. We feel like we are growing together more. Last week, and, you know, it was a huge week for us. It really was. There is a little bit of camaraderie. There's a little bit of swag starting to develop, and we like to feel that. We just got to keep carrying it and take it into this weekend with some big games.
Well, Coach, great win for you guys to propel you into the weekend, and obviously you're winding down the pre-Christmas part of the schedule. You're going to have a tough round robin this weekend in Enterprise.
Absolutely. It is going to be tough, but we've played tough all year long. We're no stranger to good basketball teams. We believe we can go over there and win a couple games, and that's our focus. That's our goal. We expect to go over there and be in both of those games, and if we execute some little things, we hope to come home with 2 wins.
And I moved ahead a little bit of myself. What'd you tell the boys in the locker room tonight after this one was over?
The message was really good fight at the end. I'm very proud that there was a couple moments where they could have buried us. We could have let them bury us, right? But we fought hard. We fought hard on the defensive side of the ball, so I was very proud of that. On the flip side, we have to address our turnover issue. This is the 3rd or 4th game in a row now that we've been much higher than we need to be. We got to be a little more physical on those boards too. So, it's a very similar message just on the winning side of things now is, we did a lot of things to give us a lot of opportunities, but we've got to finish possessions on both ends of the floor.
Well, it should be a fairly enjoyable bus ride home tonight, not too long a trip, and so enjoy that, and I guess what are you going to do here for the next couple days of practice?
Hey, we're looking ahead to Roland Hall. That's a good basketball team. Coach Alvidrez, he does a great job over there, and he has some kids playing hard. So next 2 days, there's no time to take the foot off the gas. We're showing up tomorrow and game planning for Roland Hall to get ready.
All right, Coach, we appreciate it. Have a good night, and we'll see you on Friday for sure. Thank you very much. And that is Coach Easton Nielsen of the San Juan Broncos. His team coming away victorious tonight, 70-64 the final. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Again, we'll be on the air Friday night at 4 p.m., actually starting that broadcast at 3:30 as the Broncos head over to take on Roland Hall in the first game of a round-robin tournament in Enterprise, so that should be a lot of fun. 4 o'clock Friday night, and then either 1:30 or 3 o'clock on Saturday. The Broncos are hoping that's a 3 p.m. game on Saturday against either American Heritage or Enterprise. How about that? If the Broncos could somehow find a way to earn a rematch with American Heritage, that might be a lot of fun. That was a pretty testy game last Tuesday. So that'll do it for us here tonight. I want to say some thanks before we close it out, of course, to all the sponsors, all the listeners and the viewers. You're the reason why we do this broadcast, and we couldn't do the broadcast without the sponsors. We will hit you up one final time by name here during the close. I want to thank Caleb Carr and Cortland Lyman for the work tonight on StreamUtah.Live side, always doing an outstanding job. It's kind of fun, boys, to be over here in Cortez together for the first time, and that was a fun game. I wouldn't mind doing that again. So that'll do it for us here tonight. Again, we'll see you Friday night starting at 3:30. Join us then, and until then, Rhett Sifford saying so long from the Montezuma Cortez High School Gymnasium. Have a great rest of your night, high school sports fans.
High School Hoops is a production of Red Rock 92 Sports and StreamUtah.Live. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Utah State University Blanding, San Juan Health, Car Shop Auto Body, Colleen Kays, author of The 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power, Red Mechanical, Flights Gymnastics, Northern Electric, Emory Telcom, Napa Motor Parts, Creative Floors, San Juan School District CTE Programs, Blue Mountain Foods, Energy Fuels, Precision Rehab, Lee Contracting, Desert Rivers Credit Union, Holiday Construction, San Juan Pharmacy, Canyonlands Tire, Diamond Propane, Red's Ace Hardware, Southeastern Utah 7-Eleven stores, Blue Mountain Hospital, Furniture Gallery, Dependable Auto Repair, Primary Residential Mortgage, Four Corners Electric, San Juan School District Adult Education, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Bradford Tire, San Juan Counseling, Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, San Juan Mortuary, Four Corners Homes, Utah Navajo Health System, Main Street Drug, San Juan Credit Union, Tailor Made Wooden Heritage, and Innovation Medical Group. We're the home of live high school sports coverage in southeastern Utah, Classic Hits Radio, Red Rock 92, and StreamUtah.Live.